Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
What's your name thing? Where you from and what's your favorite drink? She said shut up, come and dance with me. And now she's singing, girls just wanna have fun at the top of her lungs. Don't even know she about to wreck someone. And boys, I'm in trouble now, ain't even trying to get out. So come on baby, take me down, 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 yeah. Don't know what happened tonight, don't know.
We are Southern Illinois.
Near corner three from the SIU bench. Yes, sir. That's his own board to him. Between three black jerseys, goes up and lays it in. Confetti pops into the dog pound.
This is Saluki basketball on the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield.
Horn sounds. Ball game is over.
This is the IBEW NECA pregame show, brought to you by IBEW NECA, your power professionals. Also brought to you by Banterra Bank. Apply for your Banterra Saluki Visa debit card today. Stop by Banterra to learn more. Member FDIC.
Southern makes it 24 in a row in Banterra Center in non-conference action, and you can feel the magic in Banterra again.
Now let's go courtside.
There are many ways you can look at having one of the toughest strength of schedules in your league, which the Salukis enter tonight with the second toughest strength of schedule out of Valley teams to this point on the season. And when you go through that schedule, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses. Most important part, not letting the difficult challenges break your will for improvement and looking ahead to Valley play. Tonight, the Salukis head into an arena where the current home occupant of the Quabain Center is 20-2 in their last 22 home non-conference games. And oh, by the way, have won 12 straight in this building overall. The High Point Panthers are the real deal, ranking top 80 in KenPom and coming off the school's first ever trip to the NCAA tournament a year ago. Yet the one common opponent this season that both of these teams share, it's UAB. And the Blazers used a late run to win by double digits over the Panthers, while SIU took UAB down to the wire on a neutral floor to win a championship, but even to just simply compete for one in the Missouri Valley Conference, it's no secret you have to be able to win on the road. What better way to test that than tonight? It's the High Point Panthers hosting your Southern Illinois Salukis inside the Quabain Center in High Point, North Carolina. It's time for Saluki basketball. With the Hall of Famer Rodney Watson, I am Luke Martin, Paxton Guy, back at our network studios. We are in the gorgeous Quabain Center, opened in the fall of 2021, and High Point loves it because they're 55-14 overall right now, heading into this game tonight in this building. But Also, this has been a program that has no doubt been trending in the upward trajectory. But we'll get to them in a moment. Coach Watson, for SIU, they're coming off a win at home against Little Rock. It was the 4th game for Southern in a week span. Now they got a little bit of time to breathe. Another key important road game here tonight, but still things to build off of, and Jalen Haynes, no doubt one of them for SIU.
Oh, man. Southern's got a lot to build on. One of they're tough. They're road tested tough, and there's a lot to be said for that. There's no stat on that. There's nothing you can look at and quantify that opinion. But Southern's got to be tough to play this schedule. They're coming to a beautiful building, playing a great opponent, but they've just come off of playing great opponents, just like Memphis and UAB and a Delaware team that's not good right now, but they're going to be better. They're going to be much better at the end of the day. But Little Rock, another good team at home that they were shorthanded of some of their better players due to injuries. But, man, Southern has not lacked going against good competition.
No, and through that good competition, as we always say, you're going to find out what your strengths are. And Southern knows where their bread is buttered offensively. They've been able to generate a ton of two-point attempts. They've been able to make a ton of their two-point attempts. Yes, we know the three-point shot has not fallen the way they would want it, but they know where their strength is offensively. And a big key to that has been Damian Mayo finding open guys and leading this team in assists entering tonight.
And the guys he's finding are guys like Davion Sykes, who's one of the best basket cutters that I've seen play this season. Rollins Oligbe, who just continues to get better every single day that we watch him. He's big and strong. He's got some Ashraf Amaya-ism to him. He's big and strong, knows how to use his left shoulder and be powerful, something he's going to need to do today because he'll be tested against this high point, very big lineup as well. Mayo's going to find other guards like Kelron House. Once he gives it up, we'll hope that the defense of High Point will turn their back on House, and so he can get opening when he gets the second or third catch where he can score. So Southern's find themselves, or they're learning a lot about each other in these 8 games so far.
Look, it's through 7 Division I games, and to make it clear, plus minus is not the end-all, be-all when it comes to numbers in basketball. But I do think it says something for SIU this year. You look at their top 5 guys in plus minus. 3 haven't earned a start yet this year, and Davion Sykes leading the way at plus 39, Jalen Haynes plus 34, Jorge Moreno plus 29, but Mayo's been huge, and Isaiah Stafford in that mix. But it just shows you, Coach Watson, that there are key guys that this coaching staff really trust in a specific role. And, man, they've answered that role when they've been in the game and they've been inserted in the game.
It was interesting who Coach finished the game with. Everybody wants to start. Everybody wants to be a starter, get your name called, give dap to the refs, that whole cool thing. But the reality is what coaches want, we want finishers, guys that you can trust in the last 3-4 minutes of the game. And it was an interesting lineup against Little Rock when the game was really on the line. It was really a guard lineup, and then with Rollins Oligbe in there as well. So coaches learning a lot about the coaches in general, but certainly Coach Nagy, who's doing the substituting. He's calling the shots, and obviously. And he's gaining confidence in his team as they go along.
Let's go ahead and get to our First Southern Bank first impressions of the High Point Panthers. First Southern Bank, local people, local decisions. Community banking at its best. They're coming off a 29-win season last year where, of course, one of those 29 wins came in Banterra Center where they led 51-37 at halftime and really steamrolled to a 94-81 win. But here's what's impressive, Coach Watson. You look at the last 3 seasons, counting this one, they only have 16 losses coming in tonight. 14 have been by single digits. I mean, they have been, like, when teams have knocked them off, they've been in those close possession games. And to me, that's what stands out more than anything, is that you look at this High Point team throughout the year, they haven't trailed by more than 2 possessions in just 2 games. They have 5 games this year where they've never trailed by more than 2 possessions. Their largest deficit was UAB when they were down by 18. The rest have been below 7 points. It's a really good team.
And Flynn Clayman is all a part of it. He's a new coach, but he was a big part of this when he was helping Coach Huss build this winning culture. And that's what winners do. I mean, they learn early on. They establish how they're going to play. A lot of that is they figure themselves out what they're good with. This team happens to be very good defensively. The last team happened to be very good offensively. Now, this is a very good offensive team. They move the ball well, but they're especially good on defense. But that stuff doesn't just come with one recruiting class. It comes over time, and you can see how Coach Klayman, the new head coach, has been a big part of building this winning culture.
You think of last year. Look, this was an okay defensive team last year. Defense was no question not their strength. They were elite offensively as a year ago for this squad. But, man, where they have really made the jump is their turnovers this year. They're only averaging right around 9.5 turnovers per game. But you can also say, okay, how many possessions do you have in a game? Where they are literally one of the most elite teams in not turning it over and then turning their opponents over. They are almost forcing 18 turnovers a game.
Yeah, a couple of key stats on the turnover factor. They are forcing 12 steals a game. That is a crazy number. They have 101 steals to only giving the ball away 37 times. You're going to hear me say in the keys, live ball turnovers are a big reason why their efficiency is so high. They're scoring quick, and they are so good at getting from defense to offense. They're averaging 88 points, and a big part of that comes off their defense, off those forced over 15 turnovers a game. They're forcing, like I said, 12 of those are steals. Very active hands. They put a lot of pressure on the ball, something that, that Southern knows a lot about, and that's an area where Southern's really improved as well. So it's going to be interesting to see the kind of the clash of the two teams getting after one another and getting after the ball.
Rob Martin, who's warming up here right in front of us, a transfer in from SEMO. He started his career at Indiana State. Him and Conrad Martinez, who transfer in from Arizona, those are two guys that really run their offense. They're really good at sharing the basketball. Martin is a little bit more of a scorer than Martinez, but in terms of how important those guys are to High Point's offense and getting gear, how key is it for Southern to make it a tough night for both of those guys?
Well, you've got 40 minutes of point guard coming at you, so Southern's got some Southern with Kelron House and Jalen Haynes. It really helped themselves in that area as well. But these two guys together have a total of 71 assists on the season. They're averaging 9 assists together in the way they play, and you guys that are able to watch this game and plus listen to us, you'll see that this team plays very fast and they really move the ball. And they're not the only two guys that handle it. They give the ball in transition to nearly everyone. I talked about a year ago how Southern kind of struggled with certain guys handling the ball between the hash marks. They're very confident with all the guys handling it, but when you've got 2 point guards that you can bring at an opponent for 40 minutes, that is really a real advantage for the head coach.
I think the biggest key tonight is avoiding the big run. You look at High Point's games this year, they have produced 4 runs of over 10 points or more, including having a run of 18-0 over Western Carolina their last game. When you flip it, there's only been 1 run against them of 10 points or more. They've been able to stack stops and score versus they've not allowed teams to stack stops and keep scoring against them.
Yeah, and when Southern gets on the downside of one of those runs, they've got to use substituting and timeouts to get those things stopped, because this is a team that's talented and deep and old, Luke. They're going to start 3 grads. They're going to start 3 seniors maybe. So, they have 6 collectively, plus in Conrad, who he calls their 6th starter as a junior. They're a very old team. They're a team that can just really gradually get away from people, unless you're able to stop those bad 2 or 3 possessions in a row.
That's the First Southern Bank First Impressions of the High Point Panthers. First Southern Bank proudly offers Kasasa checking. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Play more coming up here on the IBEW Nika pregame show as we get you ready for the Panthers and Salukis, the second all-time meeting between these two programs. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank. Community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Intertape Polymer Group and SIU Athletics are sticking together to make a positive impact in Southern Illinois. IPG provides a culture of developing its employees and routinely promotes internally, allowing you to envision a long and rewarding career in packaging and industrial products made right here in Carbondale. If you're looking for a great place to work that is committed to safety and the growth of its valued employees, families, and communities, then IPG is for you. Reach out to join the IPG team at itape.com or through social media outlets. Hashtag #iTape with IPG.
Cheering on the Salukis? Make your stay a winning one at the newly renovated Holiday Inn Conference Center in Carbondale. Soon to be Holiday Inn Express. Just minutes from campus, you'll love the fresh new rooms, modern amenities, and welcoming atmosphere. The Holiday Inn Carbondale are proud partners of SIU Athletics and the preferred hotel for Saluki fans, families, and teams. Book your stay today at holidayinn.com/CarbondaleIL. Holiday Inn Carbondale. Stay smart, stay refreshed, stay relaxed.
Situated in the flowing hills and grand terrain of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, a memorable golf experience awaits. It's Dalhousie Golf Club. For over 20 years, Dalhousie has set the standard for golf in Missouri and beyond. Historically voted as the #1 golf experience in the state and serving as host to numerous golf championships, Dalhousie is a special place. A limited number of affordable local, national, and social memberships are presently available. Contact John Oliver at 573-979-2912 to learn how you can become a member of Dalhousie Golf Club. That's John Oliver, 573-979-2912.
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel board and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
Coach Flynn Clayman joins us. Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
So let's go back about a year ago, man. You guys had a great year. You came into Carbondale and played great basketball, got out of there with a double-digit win, and very efficient team. Coach Huss is a guy that I've known for quite a long time. You were on the sideline helping him build this program, and you end up winning 29 games in your first NCAA appearance. What was that season like when you look back on it?
Oh, I mean, it was a magical season. Got to make history here for the first time ever going to the tournament. That was such a magical moment. Our guys really worked hard all summer. I mean, they went above and beyond. We were close the year before to getting there, and we lost in an overtime close game in the conference tournament, and everybody back, and then the new players last year were just ultra determined to get over the hump, and they made it happen. So it was just a fun ride.
Coach Huss was named coach in waiting. When Coach McDermott steps down, he'll take over at his alma mater, where I tell him every time I see him that he was part of the three-headed monsters and he was setting illegal screens every time. He disagrees. But what was the process like for you once he was named? And was it kind of automatic? Was it something that had been talked about before? Or what happened that enabled you to move 18 inches over?
I mean, he prepared me well for it. He gave me a lot of responsibility in recruiting and our play calling and whatnot. So he was trying to help prepare me to be a head coach one day. I think it happened a little sooner than either of us expected. But the transition's been smooth because he prepared me well, and he's a really good coach and learning a lot of the things that he took from Greg McDermott. And then I also learned a lot from my previous boss, who's at Bowling Green now, Todd Simon, and just kind of combining all that into what we wanted to do here. It's been a pretty smooth transition over.
I would say smooth. You've got a really good team. You're 7-1. The one thing that I asked Kevin Stallings when he was just got his head coaching job at Illinois State a long time ago when I was still an assistant, I asked him what's different from being an assistant to a head coach. What have you noticed that's one of the biggest changes, even though you were prepared, at least you thought, what's kind of surprised you 6 months in?
Nothing's really blown me away in terms of being surprised. I think what has surprised me some is just the amount of responsibility for the amount of people that you have, it kind of comes at you. Like, even if you're a really good assistant, you're focused on your job and your thing, and if you handle that well, then all is right for you in your world. Where in this spot, it's very dependent on a lot of other people. You know, the management aspect is a lot different than just managing yourself when you're an assistant. You know, so that's not something that you can be prepared for, no matter how much you want to. I've tried my best, and my staff is doing a great job. And I've got some older folks on staff. I've got some guys who've been head coaches and whatnot, and they really help me a ton. So it's been a group effort, I would say, with that, but. Yeah, that's probably the only thing, you know, that to me that's been just tougher, and there's nothing you can do to prepare for that.
This is the IBEW NECA pregame show, and our coach, Ronnie Watson, continues his conversation with the head coach of High Point, Flynn Clayman, when we come back. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
The roar of the crowd. Buzzer beaters. There's nothing more thrilling than Saluki basketball. And just like the Salukis, Vogler Ford is putting prices in a full-court press. Take advantage of slam dunk savings on a new Bronco. Or make a fast break in a new Explorer for less than you'd expect. We're keeping high prices in foul trouble all season long. So when you want to get a new Ford, you've got to get to Vogler.
When you play sports, you know the importance of teamwork. I'm Michaela Coburn, and I play for SIU Saluki Women's Softball. I'm also a Banterra customer because they are a great team player for our communities, and they are making banking easy. With Banterra, I was able to open my account online, and with their mobile app, I can manage my money on my time. Plus, with the Saluki Visa debit card, I know my purchases support SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
It's Mediacom's best deal of the year. Right now, save $15 a month on a new internet package when you add Mediacom Mobile. We'll give you 2 unlimited mobile lines for the price of 1. You'll also get Eero Wi-Fi with advanced security, unlimited internet data, and equipment included. It's our best deal of the year with 50% off our full price. Call 844-4FASTER for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
SIU has rare dual recognition, one of only 21 universities out of nearly 4,000 nationwide honored by the Carnegie classification. We are a Research 1 university, driving innovation and discovery. We are also an opportunity university, opening doors and helping all students succeed. Less than 1% of universities hold both honors, and SIU is the only one serving a rural region. That makes Salukis unique, a community defined by excellence, access, and opportunity. Support the research that changes lives and the scholarships that expand access. Visit siuf.org/give.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ullicoselect.com.
Cheering on the Salukis? Make your stay a winning one at the newly renovated Holiday Inn Conference Center in Carbondale. Soon to be Holiday Inn Express. Just minutes from campus, you'll love the fresh new rooms, modern amenities, and welcoming atmosphere. The Holiday Inn Carbondale are proud partners of SIU Athletics and the preferred hotel for Saluki fans, families, and teams. Book your stay today at holidayinn.com/CarbondaleIL. Holiday Inn Carbondale. Stay smart, stay refreshed, stay relaxed.
Another guy that's down the stat sheet that can really trick you if you're not paying attention. And coaches scout, and it's not something I worry about with Southern staff, but you know, if you're not paying attention to Owen Aquino, man, you probably when the game's over got to say, well, there's a reason why he's playing the second most minutes. What has he done for your program?
Yeah, so Owen was a guy who, when the minute I looked at his numbers, this is where the film aspect comes into what we were talking about. I was like, okay, I like him. But when I looked at the film, it's like, I love him, I need to have him. He cares so much more about playing the game the right way and making sure his team wins than anything individual. He's probably the least selfish, most caring about winning talented player. You'll have some guys there who aren't that talented who think like that, but to have a guy who's 6'9" and athletic and built like he is, to, you know, I'll look on the stat sheet sometimes and we'll be rolling in a game and we'll be over 20 minutes in the game. He's taking one shot and like I don't even know because he hasn't even complained because he's just trying to get other people involved. He's just trying to rebound. He's just trying to defend. So I think that's a great question. I think he's like an unsung hero of what we're doing. He's such a valuable piece. He's like in a lot of ways probably the most valuable piece because of all the little things he's willing to do and not care about the stat sheet. Now, if he wanted to go out every night and say, I have to have a double-double, he could do that. But I think we probably wouldn't be as good of a cohesive unit, and he cares more about that. So he's got such a bright future at playing at high levels. Like Liberty was so good with him, and we're so good with him. And if wherever he plays as a professional, like he's able to play at a level higher than his numbers would suggest because he's so good on the defensive end. He's such a good culture guy. But I do expect him to probably get going a little more offensively.
Of all the team stats that I look at when I look at your team, I'm really impressed with your turnover rate is 1/2 of your opponents. Your assist to turnover as a team is pretty ridiculous at 2-1, 141 assists to only 76 turnovers in 7 games. You're playing at a 70 possession pace, which is very high. But the one that really gets me, man, is the 61% field goal efficiency. Do you coach it? Do you recruit it? Is it a combination of both? How do you get your team to be so darn efficient scoring?
Yeah, so it obviously starts with the recruiting. You know, if you don't have the right players with the right abilities, then there's nothing we're going to be able to do. But once we have that, the ability to pass is very important in that. So we're not forcing bad shots. We're making plays for each other. And then beyond that, we do spend an unusual amount of time on our skill work here, I would say. We spend, maybe a whole hour of our practice on skill work, finishing at the rim, making catch-and-shoot shots, making free throws. I think I played professional basketball and played college basketball. I felt like at the professional level, there was more of a focus on the individual players being ready to make shots than there were at the college level, whereas the college level was more, the practices started to become more about your teams being ready to run a play. But then can they make the shot at the end of the play? And then how many of our plays don't even work? A lot of them. And they got to go just make a play and get a basket. Those are really the differences in games. Like Southern Illinois is going to come out and they're going to run some good stuff. High Point's going to come out and we're going to run some good stuff. Who's going to make more shots at the rim? Who's going to make more free throws? Who's going to make more catch-and-shoot shots? And when I think you simplify it like that, we spend a lot of time on it, But I don't want to give ourselves too much credit because these guys are pretty good walking in the door. We make sure that we got some good shooters, some highly skilled guys before they come in.
Coach, thanks so much for spending time. We really appreciate you joining us. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me on.
Found in the heart of Illinois' most scenic park sits historic Giant City State Park Lodge. The lodge serves delicious home-style breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. That's right, every day. 3 generations of the Kelly family, along with their staff, always strive to provide Southern Illinois hospitality at its best. They all hope you feel the lodge is that reliable place to celebrate the best things in your life. Bring family and friends, eat well, and enjoy. They look forward to welcoming you soon. Visit them at GiantCityLodge.com. Longtime proud supporters of Saluki Athletics. Go Dawgs!
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Conveniently located in the heart of Southern Illinois lies Rend Lake Golf Resort, the region's only 27-hole public golf course. With 5 sets of tees, expansive greens, driving range, and on-site PGA instruction, Rend Lake Golf Resort is perfect for golfers of all skill levels. Looking for stay-and-play packages? Check out Rend Lake Golf Resort's on-site lodging, condos, and cabins. After your round, relax with friends and family and enjoy a meal on-site at Seasons Restaurant. To learn more, visit us at RendLakeGolfResort.com. Rend Lake Golf Resort, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyotathon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with the new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is
Dealer
on.
inventory may vary. Toyotathon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Southern Illinois has a new place to party it up or wind down. Introducing Southpaw Bar and Grill in Murfreesboro. Now open from 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. daily. With 22,000 square feet and a full kitchen, they have everything you need to make the most of your lunch, dinner, or night out. Burgers, wings, and barbecue are their speciality. It's the all-new Southpaw Bar and Grill. Check them out on Facebook or find them at the corner of Route 127 and the Ava Blacktop. Southpaw Bar and Grill, the official Saluki Watch Party destination of Murfreesboro.
Paxton Guy back on the IBEW Nika pregame show. SIU at High Point tonight. Elsewhere around the valley, Belmont's going for 9-0 at home against a pretty good 6-1 Richmond ball club. That'll tip at 6:30. At 7, it's Evansville hosting Ball State. Illinois State, they're 3-0 at home this season, looking to go 4-0 tonight against Eastern Kentucky in Normal. One game earlier today, UIC. They dropped a game at home to 1-8 Arkansas Pine Bluff, 63-62. Flames off to a 4-4 start. Top 25, we got a legit Big Ten game tonight. Number 22 Indiana is at Minnesota. ACC SEC Challenge games, good one coming up here at 6:15 between number 6 Louisville and number 25 Arkansas in Fayetteville. Elsewhere, it's 12th ranked Alabama hosting Clemson. Iowa State and Alcorn State, number 9 BYU hosting Cal Baptist, number 17 Vanderbilt playing SMU, and 20th ranked Auburn taking on NC State. SIU women's basketball earlier today, they lost at UAB 81-54. Blazers with a big fourth quarter to pull away after Southern got it back to within 9 in the third. That's 6 straight losses for the Salukis. They're back in action on Saturday versus SEMO. When we return on the IBEW Nika pregame show, Javon Naiman scouts these HPU Panthers. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ullicoselect.com.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some not so good. It's why your State Farm agent is there with good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates for everyone. Yep, that's right. At State Farm, you get the great service and great rates with every policy, so you can be prepared for all of life's surprises. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. Applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. When you want a great deal, call State Farm agent Dave Anderson in Heron or Bob Barr in Carbondale today.
A Saluki tradition since 1896, the SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. Our legacy is strong. Through events, programs, networking, and scholarships, the association keeps alumni connected and supports our current students. Stay connected and show your pride. Update your contact info at siualumni.com. Follow us on our socials, join us in an event, and shop SIU first with the Saluki Market. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
We all like new stuff. A new car, a new house, even a new big screen TV. The looks, smell, and feel of something new. If you love new, then you'll love Newbie's Pizza in Carbondale. That's why they handcraft each order to your specific detail and desire. Think about Newbie's Pizza at 830 East Walnut Street in Carbondale. Visit NEWBYSPIZZA.com. Newbie's Pizza, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
If you love the outdoors like I do, then you'll love Southern Illinois. But the indoor activities are also great. I'm Luke Walsh, and I'm proud to play for Saluki men's basketball. In this region, there's nothing like the fans and community support, and one of the biggest supporters is Banterra. It's why I'm glad to be a customer. I opened my account online, and their Saluki Visa debit card supports SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
The Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament has been the showcase for buzzer beaters, madness, and championship glory. With nearly 5 decades of heart-racing excitement, it begins here at Enterprise Center. The 2026 State Farm MVC Tournament, presented by Credit Union One, Great Southern Bank, and SSM Health, tips off on March 5th through 8th. Celebrate 50 years of the Valley's postseason championship. Get your tickets now at archmadness.com.
Coach Maiman joins us on the IBEW NECA pregame show. Let's get right to the High Point Panthers. What makes these guys so efficient?
Well, they do a great job of turning defense into offense. So when you get a lot of runouts and a lot of easy baskets when you're getting out and not playing against a set defense, helps you out a ton. They really do. They forced 145 turnovers. They only have 76 on the season. So they again, try to create offense from their defense and get out there. And, they're shooting 54% from the field, but a lot of that can be run-outs and easy looks in transition. But they have a lot of, they move the ball well, they cut well. They have some unselfish guards, and Rob Martin and Martinez, over there that does a great job of setting guys up as well.
Let's start with their defense. You brought it up. Let's get into it a little bit. What are they doing to create all those steals?
Yeah, well, on drives, they do a really good job of really collapsing the paint. They do a really good job of raking and trying to dig balls out. Almost like building the walls. They try to force, kickouts, and form a wall and try to force you to kick the ball back out to the perimeter. They have good size, they have good versatility, but one of the things that really stands out to me is just it's not what they do, it's how they do it. And you take a look at just their sense of urgency, their effort defensively. They get out there with their guys and they cover a ton of ground extremely well. It's just extremely active.
They have 101 steals. They've only had it taken from them 37 times. Does that say something about how they're in the gaps, their stance? Coach Klayman spoke to me about deflections. Are you seeing that on film?
I was going to use the term at the pans, right? You understand at the pans. So you're in the passing lanes, and you could easily try to get a deflection, or you're covering up a gap in order that the ball getting picked up. So they're tracing and getting the hand over the basketball. Obviously again, which leads to turnovers for them. I mean, the turnovers for them, to go the other way. So the activity level is extremely high at the pans. Just being able to get their hands on the ball. They have good length again, good versatility, and like I said, just how they fly around and cover up ground out there is impressive.
Their efficiency is just off the charts, man. What's their offense look to me as the average fan?
They pass up good shots for great shots, and they do that consistently. The ball moves for them. Consistently finding one more passes and good looks, and they got multiple guys out there that can stretch the floor. And when you do that, and you have to worry about guys trying to get into the lane and penetrating the lane, you tend to sink in a little bit, and the kickouts are leading to horse shots, or they do a great job of back cutting out of the corners, which could some easy layups or lobs over the top for them. So when you're getting great looks at the rim, and you have a very unselfish group that moves the basketball and constant movement, and again, one more passes and passing up good for great. you have the opportunity to shoot the ball at a very high clip like they're doing.
Is there one true key to this game that must happen?
Yeah, take away threes. Defensively, I think we really need to guard the three-point line. Don't let those guys, get going early and feel good, because then, right, it stretches your defense out and you start to over-penetrate and, get the defense to scramble. We don't want to be in a scramble type of situation all night. But I feel like the most important thing for us offensively is obviously taking care of the basketball, right? Like we can't give up, live ball turnovers or allowing runouts for them. So, taking care of the basketball, getting back in transition, finding and locating, the ball and the transition threats, right away and getting that ball stopped and slow it up.
That's Javon Mayman. You're listening to Saluki Basketball from Learfield.
Your driveway is the gateway to your home. Don't trust just any business to do the job. Come to E.T. Simons, where our professionally trained and experienced staff will handle all of your paving needs. E.T. Simons is a Southern Illinois-based company who is an industry leader in the Southern Illinois construction industry. With over 75 years of experience, we service everything from commercial, industrial, governmental, and residential customers. E.T. Simons, paving the way to customer satisfaction since 1946.
Growing up in Southern Illinois, you learn the importance of helping others. I'm Caden Hawkins, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to represent this region as a member of SIU's Saluki men's basketball team. It's also why I'm glad to be a Banterra customer, because they support our communities. Plus, I can open my account online, and with their Saluki Visa debit card, I know my purchases contribute to SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
No one should have to pay for the damages that result from a personal injury caused by someone else. The partners of Sam C. Mitchell Law, Lance Brown, and Matthew Caraway fight for Southern Illinoisans because they are Southern Illinoisans. For decades, the firm has proven to be a trusted, experienced, and dedicated partner in helping bring justice and personal service to the victims of negligence and intentional wrongdoing. Let the attorneys of Sam C. Mitchell fight for you. For more information, visit scmitchell.com.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Dealer
on.
inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
The Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament has been the showcase for buzzer beaters, madness, and championship glory. With nearly 5 decades of heart-racing excitement, it begins here at Enterprise Center. The 2026 State Farm MVC Tournament, presented by Credit Union One, Great Southern Bank, and SSM Health, tips off on March 5th through 8th. Celebrate 50 years of the Valley's postseason championship. Get your tickets now at archmadness.com.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Here with Coach Nagy pregame as the Salukis take on the High Point Panthers here tonight. You know, Coach, one of the areas that I continue to be impressed by when I look into your numbers is the ability of Damian Mayo to share the basketball at a really high clip this year. He's your team leader in assists. I don't know if that's improved for him this year, but what has really stood out to you in his ability to find open guys and to be able to share the basketball at such a high clip for you this year?
Yeah, I think it's probably more his personality and mentality than it is, skill set. I mean, he just, he knows who he is, number one, which I think is probably one of the best skills for people to have is know what you're good at, know what you're not, because we all have weaknesses. And some people don't want to admit that they do, but he knows what he's good at. I don't think it's by design. You know, it's not normal that he would be our leading assist guy. And assist can be, you know, I mean, if guys can be a great passer if people can't put the ball in the basket, which we haven't done at a great clip, particularly from three this year, then, you know, it doesn't matter. You're not going to get the assist. But we're still shooting a pretty good percentage as a team. So, but I think for him, it's just his personality, his mentality, the way he approaches the game, and he's not selfish.
When you coach as long as you have, you know when a guy is truly wired as a winner. How is Mayo wired that way, and how it helps your team?
Well, you know, there are. I tell our team all the time, you can either be about you or you can be about winning, and that's it. There's no other. You know, there's not an in between, and he's about winning. He's not about himself, and it's a hard thing, you know, to fight in kids. It really is. I mean, you see young men that maybe played well and the team didn't win, and you can tell they're okay with it. And there's other guys that if the team wins but they didn't play well, they're bothered by it. And so to me, those guys aren't about winning. And I'm not saying that's an easy thing. It's not. I mean, because we want to do well. I mean, that's natural for us. But the team is the most important thing, and he just is always about that.
Another guy who's improved a ton this year that we've spent a lot of time on the air talking about is Rollins Aligbe. Where has he continued to grow in terms of being a rim protector for you? And I mean, he's blocked a lot of shots this year, but also there's a lot more you put on his plate other than just being a rim protector.
Yeah, he's, you know, I here two of the guys we've talked about are guys that have been in our system, you know, and that makes a big difference for a guy to stay with us and stay in the system. They're just going to be better, and you know, it's natural for him to, in his second year, get him more playing time. He's obviously a good athlete. He's physical. There's areas he needs to grow in terms of his concentration level. But we don't ever have to ask him to play hard. He always plays hard. Sometimes he's too sped up, and that's the biggest deal with him, is just getting him calmed down and thinking the game more clearly, because he just flies around sometimes, and you know, it can be the wrong decision. Sometimes you got to calm down. But he's obviously big and physical and uses those abilities to the best that he can.
This is the IBEW Nika pregame show, and when we return, we continue our sit-down with the Saluki head coach, Scott Nagy. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
At SIH, our commitment to care goes beyond the walls of our clinics and hospitals. We provide access to highly trained, patient-focused care providers. We invest in advanced, state-of-the-art medical services and technologies. And we strive to make a meaningful impact on all of the communities we serve. Our commitment is summed up in those words we all need to hear from time to time.
You're going to be okay.
At SIH, we're committed to you.
Mediacom Internet and Mobile give you more, so you can do more. Get Internet 300 with no data caps, Aero Wi-Fi, and equipment for $35 a month for a year when you add 2 unlimited mobile lines. Work smarter, play harder, and laugh longer with Internet and Mobile from Mediacom. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Purchase of 2 unlimited mobile lines required. Price doesn't include one-time charges.
Situated in the flowing hills and grand terrain of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, a memorable golf experience awaits. It's Dalhousie Golf Club. For over 20 years, Dalhousie has set the standard for golf in Missouri and beyond. Historically voted as the #1 golf experience in the state and serving as host to numerous golf championships, Dalhousie is a special place. A limited number of affordable local, national, and social memberships are presently available. Contact John Oliver at 573-979-2912 to learn how you can become a member of Dalhousie Golf Club. That's John Oliver, 573-979-2912.
SIU Credit Union knows what it means to be a part of a team. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, community is what it's all about. They're not just here for your financial needs, they're here to give back, because people helping people is at the heart of everything they do. You can join SIU-CU if you live or work in one of the lower 24 counties in southern Illinois. That's right, if you're a Saluki fan, you can be a part of their team too. Learn more at SIUCU.org. SIU Credit Union, your financial home team. Membership required. Insured by NCUA.
A Saluki tradition since 1896. The SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. Our legacy is strong. Through events, programs, networking, and scholarships, the association keeps alumni connected and supports our current students. Stay connected and show your pride. Update your contact info at SIUalumni.com. Follow us on our socials, join us in an event, and shop SIU first with the Saluki Market. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
How much has it helped you guys, if at all, that when you look at High Point tonight, you guys have shared a common opponent in UAB?
It helps in seeing, because UAB runs some of the same stuff we do, so it does help in seeing, how they guard that stuff and where we can take advantage of it. I think the biggest key tonight is us taking care of the ball. And we've done a pretty good job of that this year. Now, the last game we didn't. We were very sloppy with it. And tonight we can't be. I think when you look at their stats, and they're impressive, their stats, their offensive stats, and their defense. They're only giving up 41%. They only average 9 turnovers a game. They're forcing 18. And that's why their stats look the way they do. I think that's the major stat, is we have to take great care of the basketball, and we can't have any more turnovers than they have.
What's the key for you guys defensively to try to disrupt them, as you described? They just don't turn the basketball over a ton. What are the keys for you defensively to try to disrupt them and cause a little bit of chaos?
Well, don't turn the ball over, because if you turn it over, they're going to get in transition. They have some guys that really shoot it, and they're hard to find in transition. They play very fast, 93 points a game, obviously. But a lot of that comes off of people turning the ball over against them. And if you can take care of the ball, you can get great shots. And that's what we have to do. And I anticipate that's what we're going to do tonight.
This is a program that may not be well known throughout the country, but of course Coach Huss did a great job getting them into the tournament last year. They've invested a ton in basketball. As we talked to you here in the Cobain Center, it's an impressive facility. The metrics, all the numbers point this way. I know our fans, you guys as this team, you got a great opponent that you're going up against tonight, and a great opportunity to come on the road in a building where non-conference play, they're 20-2 over the last 2 years.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. They schedule great. They played one true road game, and that was the UAB game. They when they play people that they can beat, they beat them bad, and that's where the metrics make a big difference. And so, with their schedule, having played one true road game, and then getting people in here and beating them up pretty good, that creates good metrics, and that really helps their net. And so, this is a big challenge for us. I think our guys know we played a much tougher schedule, and that needs to show up tonight. And it needs to show up in a way where we know we can play with them versus, when you play a tough schedule, sometimes it can beat you up mentally. And you play an easy schedule, you feel better about yourself than probably you should, but it gives you confidence. And so, where it has to show up tonight for us is that we know we've already played a bunch of road games. We know how to play on the road. But it's time for us to go get a good road win.
Coach, appreciate the time. We'll catch up with you after the game.
Okay, thanks.
I would say Coach Scott Nagy. Tip-off is coming up here from High Point, North Carolina. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your life? Sean Daly at Guild Mortgage has you covered. With hundreds of loan products, including specialized programs for first-time homebuyers, military families, and rural residents, we've got the perfect fit for you. Guild Mortgage. Own what matters. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company NMLS 3274. Sean Daly, NMLS 1536006. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice.
At SIH, our commitment to care goes beyond the walls of our clinics and hospitals. We provide access to highly trained, patient-focused care providers. We invest in advanced, state-of-the-art medical services and technologies, and we strive to make a meaningful impact on all of the communities we serve. Our commitment is summed up in those words we all need to hear from time to time.
You're gonna be okay.
At SIH, we're committed to you.
Found in the heart of Illinois' most scenic park sits historic Giant City State Park Lodge. The lodge serves delicious home-style breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. That's right, every day. 3 generations of the Kelly family, along with their staff, always strive to provide Southern Illinois hospitality at its best. They all hope you feel the lodge is that reliable place to celebrate the best things in your life. Bring family and friends, eat well, and enjoy. They look forward to welcoming you soon. Visit them at GiantCityLodge.com. Longtime proud supporters of Saluki Athletics. Go Dawgs!
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel board and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
How do you earn a tradition of leadership? You put in the work with outstanding towing and hauling. Innovate with smart features like a mobile generator and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available feature. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
It's Mediacom's best deal of the year. Right now, save $15 a month on a new internet package when you add Mediacom Mobile. We'll give you 2 unlimited mobile lines for the price of 1. You'll also get Eero Wi-Fi with advanced security, unlimited internet data, and equipment included. It's our best deal of the year with 50% off our full price. Call 844-4FASTER for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Saluki Nation, it's time for tonight's starters against the High Point Panthers, which are presented by Shelter Insurance. Here are your Saluki starters. Sykes at the Valley, texts the Maroon. Back outside Haynes, extra pass Steffi. He makes back-to-back threes. Drew Steffi, he's got 6 here in the second half. He's got 11 in the game.
Drew Steffi, guard, sophomore, Frisco, Texas, Frisco Memorial.
Rebound loose, comes away to Southern. Haynes, middle of the floor. Top of the key, near side Rollins, up with his right hand and off the glass for 2 more. Salukis, they have retaken the lead and extend their largest lead of the half, 47-43 in a timeout by Arkansas Little Rock.
Ron Salik Bay, a.k.a. Rollo, forward, sophomore, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mini High Academy.
Steffi, bounce pass Mayo. Mayo ball fakes to his left, comes back right. Middle lane, up aggressively, up and under, lay in. Damian Mayo trying to salt this one away.
Damian Mayo Jr., guard, senior, St. Louis, Missouri, League Academy prep.
Left side of the floor, SIU. Calron on the far right wing. Calron top of the key, near left. Isaiah Stafford, middle of the zone. Prince Aligbe split 2 men, up high off the glass and got it to fall down. Prince Aligbe's got 7 points. Southern back within 7, 32-25.
Prince Aligbe, forward, senior, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mini High Academy.
Haynes in transition. High in that right corner. Finds House, wide open 3. Right arc on its way. Yes, sir, we're tied.
Caroline House, a.k.a. Lil Scully. Guard, sophomore, Louisville, Kentucky, Seneca High School.
This concludes the IBEW Nika pregame show. When we return, it's time for tip-off here from the Quabain Center. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
If your old car is so ugly, dogs won't tinkle on the tires. If you have to dance naked in the moonlight and light a candle to make it start. If it just isn't the car you want it to be, Vic Koenig Chevrolet will give you a big bucket full of cash for it. No dancing necessary. Vic Koenig Chevrolet will buy your car, truck, or SUV, whether you buy one of ours or not. We'll pay you more than you ever thought you could get. And we'll put you behind the wheel of a newer, nicer ride that actually starts every single time. Vic Koenig has a huge selection of reliable pre-owned vehicles in stock now and dozens of new Chevrolets on their way to Carbondale as we speak. But I promise you, they'll be sold before they ever hit the state line. Hurry in to Vic Koenig Chevrolet and call dibs. Vic Koenig Chevrolet in Carbondale, home of the world-famous SIU Salukis. VicKoenig.com on approved credit.
Turn it up. It's game time. It's time for Saluki basketball on the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield.
Middle of the lane, goes up, a lot of contact, off the glass, bucket, and the foul! The heat check three, bullseye! He's wide open, far corner three, yes sir! About 8-second differential, he's going full throttle, to the rack and he dunked it! Oh my! Catch and shoot three on its way, bullseye! Massive three for the senior! Hoist it up with two, short with one, Southern wins! Southern wins! SIU!
Saluki basketball is brought to you by Shelter Insurance for auto, home, and life coverage that goes the distance. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Banterra Bank. Apply for your Banterra Saluki Visa debit card today. Stop by Banterra to learn more. Member FDIC. And by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds.
Southern will knock off top 25 Indiana State 74-69.
Today's road game broadcast is driven by Rend Lake Golf Resort. Your getaway wherever the dogs go. The tip is moments away. Now with a call of the game, here is the voice of the Salukis, Luke Martin.
With the Hall of Famer Ronnie Watson, I am Luke Martin, Paxton Guy, back at our network studios. The IBEW Nika pregame show is complete as the starting lineups getting introduced here inside the Quabain Center. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the keys to the game, which are brought to you by Ron Ward Chevy and are from our coach, Rodney Watson.
Big key. The coach mentioned it right away. Southern's got to limit their turnovers, especially the live ball turnovers, which allows High Point to get easy shots in transition. Southern's got to stop the ball in transition. They got to get the ball on their chest. They've got to be. They can't run with their man. They've got to get in front of their man and be able to close out on shooters and challenge all shots. Then Southern's got to rebound with 5 men on the defensive end. They've got to eliminate second shots by this High Point team, make them have long possessions, and then take care of the ball at the other end and start it all over again.
Those were the Ron Ward Chevy keys to the game. Ron Ward Chevy will send you home happy. Let's go ahead and get to the starting lineups, which are presented by Shelter Insurance for auto, home, and life coverage that goes the distance. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Already introduced you to the starters for SIU. Here are the starters for Flint Clayman in his first season here at High Point University. They're fresh off a 29-6 season. They are 7-1 right now on the season. Their lone loss in their true road game against UAB. Rob Martin, a senior guard from St. Louis, Missouri, has spent time 2 seasons at Southeast Missouri and a season at Indiana State. Terry Anderson, he was a part of this program a year ago, only played 10 minutes against the Salukis last year. Graduate student from Deer Park, Texas, transferred in by way of Lamar 2 years ago. Owen Aquino, he's a senior forward, transferred from Liberty from Madrid, Spain. He started every game last year for the Liberty Flames. Their leading scorer, Cameron Fletcher, 4 double-doubles on the year, puts him 14th in the NCAA. He is also from St. Louis, Missouri, played his high school basketball at Vashon. And then Chase Johnson, he is a graduate student from Boca Raton, Florida. Dude shoots threes, and many of them. He's yet to shoot a 2 this season for HPU. Again, the starters for SIU: Ron Zaligbe, Calron House, Prince Zaligbe, Damian Mayo, and Drew Steffi. Head coach Scott Nagy with a record of 595 and 355. He's closing in on 600 career wins, which of course dates back all 31 seasons as a head coach. The lights still off here in the Quabain Center as the spotlight's going around these purple chairback seats in the lower bowl. Just gorgeous LED boards that wrap around the top part of the arena, and then smaller LED boards that split kind of the lower arena from the suites that are above us. They have the lights flickering on each of the chairs. They are glow-in-the-dark wristbands that correspond to the music and video boards in here. This is a not just first class, this is a high-class facility here at the Quabain Center.
This has really lived up to its reputation. They've got a really good basketball team to go with it. Their president, who's responsible for this High Point turnaround in their university the last 20 years, is across from us. They've named the arena after him. He's sitting in half court. Never made me feel good when the president shook the referee's hands before a game.
Salukis wearing their road maroons, High Point in their home whites with High Point spelled out in purple. They got the checkered boards going down their left and right side of those white jerseys. Salukis with their names spelled out in white, Southern Illinois on the front, with the numerals separating Southern Illinois on the front of those jerseys. Our official gets in between Ron Zaligbe and Fletcher, and Calron House tracks it down just in front of the Southern bench, and they'll start right to left as he comes across that High Point University typing in purple. High front court right, Drew Steffi comes near wing, Damian Mayo. Mayo lobbed it in for Prince Zaligbe off of the backboard and out of bounds off of Prince's hand. It's going to be a turnover to start, but it's a dead ball turnover. 15 seconds in, no score. Left to right comes High Point. Rob Martin, the SEMO transfer. As he's still in the backcourt, Calron House picks him up. Three-quarter court. Bounce pass to Johnson here on the near side. Johnson goes through a screen. To his left is Martin. Martin on the perimeter. Gets by Ron Zaligbe to the rack. Layup too strong. Cleanup will not fall. Rebound is loose and out. Anderson to Fletcher. Swirls off to the near side. Calron House and Southern. Calron comes down. Middle of that High Point University typing in purple at midcourt. To his right, Drew Steffi. Bright Under Armour pink sneakers. Through the purple paint. Finds Mayo at the nail. Falling, stumbling, taken away. Rob Martin left to right. Finds a man in transition. Anderson goes up for a hard layup and a foul. It's going to be the first foul on Southern. First team foul in the game. 19:08 on the clock. No score.
2 turnovers to start the game is not how Southern drew this up in the locker room. They've got to make sure they get shots on goal. And last possessions, High Point had 3 shots on goal, and they're fortunate for Southern to come away with it.
Anderson behind the white charity stripe line. He'll get 2 opportunities here at the free throw line. And the lefty slings it up there, and it goes down. Anderson makes his first point of the night, first free throw of the night. He's a 71% free throw shooter. High Point as a team, almost 75%. High Point band with their hands in the air as they finger their fingers into the air, and he will drop them down as they make both free throws. Anderson quickly down Southern, 2-0 High Point. We're nearly 1 minute in. 19:01 on the clock, now officially 1 minute in. Prince Zaligbe, low left block. Prince with a hip high dribble, picks up his dribble. He's double team out to Drew Steffi on the sideline left. Front court left, they lob it down low to Ron Zaligbe. Flips over Fletcher, can't get the fall, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Fletcher and High Point. It stays with SIU. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 2-0 lead for High Point, 18:49 on the game clock.
This High Point team is in a stance throughout the entire possession, whether they're on or off the ball.
Calron, baseline left side of the floor. Bounce pass in the Rollins. Rollins with his back. Turn, comes outside, Drew Steffi. Steffi lost it, gets back. Steffi still with it with 5, with 4. Bounce past the Rollins with 3, with 2. Lobbed it up with 1. Window shopping, missed everything besides the backboard. And here comes Anderson in High Point. Anderson to the rack, had it blocked, but a foul. And it's going to be the second team foul on Southern. It's going to be the first on Ron Zaligbe.
High Point really fast with the ball down the floor. They get the rebound. They push it really hard. They'll do it off the dribble. They'll do it off the second, third pass. Southern's got to get that ball stopped. They got to get the ball in the chest. They've got to be able to meet the next pass.
Anderson back to the free throw line where he's got the first 2 points of the game, and Anderson makes his 3rd consecutive free throw in this game. Missed the first 5 games a year ago due to an injury, but came back and came in for High Point in 26 games off the bench and rims that one in, and it's 4-0 High Point. here at the start. 18-28 in ticking. Southern trailing with the ball. Far right corner three, Drew Steffi. Nothing but net for Drew Steffi. That's a great sign. Steffi coming off a career high 21 points on Saturday against Little Rock. 4-3 lead for High Point. Rob Martin, he's pestered by Kelron House at midcourt. Bounce pass to Aquino, goes to a cutting Anderson. Somehow finished despite a lot of contact. Anderson's got all 6 points for High Point. That's their first made field goal. 6-3 lead for the Panthers. Top of the key, Kelron House, left side of the floor. Prince of League Bay for SIU. Anderson right in his grill. Finds Kelron House left of the hashes. Kelron on the low left block. 15 on the shot clock. Kelron and Southern still with it. Kay Johnson pressuring him. They go far right corner. Prince of League Bay will drive baseline right, spinning to Kelron House. Open right elbow floater, just popped out. Here comes Fletcher down in transition. Rob Martin's got it. High left wing for High Point. Lost his dribble, regains control. Low left block as Anderson left it short. His own putback can't go again, and now Southern has it. Right to left, Drew Steffi. Steffi top of the key, and he's fouled on his way to the bucket. They're not going to count it. Drew tried to convince that it was going to be an and one. Be the first foul on High Point. 17-28 stopped on the clock. It's a 6-3 lead for the Panthers.
Both teams really pushed the ball down the floor after made or missed shots.
Inbounding will be Kelron House for SIU. That foul goes on Cameron Fletcher, their leading scorer. Rollins has it, tries the big boy in front of the basket, and it just rolled out. Rollins gets his own putback, and that lay-in goes for Rollins of League Bay. Second made field goal of the game for Southern. They trail by 1. 6-5 lead for High Point, 17-15 on the clock. Kelron House with his hands extended. He tried to knock it loose from the point guard, Rob Martin. Finds Aquino at the nail to his right. Low right block, left it short, and then a late whistle. It's going to be a third foul on Southern. I believe they're going to get Damian Mayo on it. And it will be on Mayo. That's going to be his first.
The way Southern's approaching the ball screen in the middle of the floor is not being very effective, because basically what it's doing, it's basically taking two defenders in the middle of the floor, and High Point knows how to get right to the middle off the pass and then downhill. The last possession was a trap. Trapping at the elbow and free throw line never works. Southern's got to really reevaluate that concept.
Aquino at the free throw line makes his first free throw. A transfer from Liberty. He's hitting 52% on his free throws this year. 7-5 lead for High Point. Aquino at that line, to our right, in front of that purple paint. Man, too strong off to the right. Rollins gets it off the board. Here comes SIU, sideline near left on the left side of the floor. Kelron House, a right hand hit by dribble. To his right as he switched off onto Aquino. Now it's back top of the circle, Kelron House. Kelron to his left on Aquino, finds Prince of League Bay with Terry Anderson on him. Low left block, Rollins to League Bay, right in front of the rim, can't finish. Back of the lid, here comes High Point, quickly down. Rob Martin between the maroon jerseys. Two-handed pitch, Aquino on that wide arc. Goes to his left, Terry Anderson. Anderson dribbles out hip high from that far left corner. Fletcher on the near wing. Two-handed chest pass to Rob Martin with 18 on the shot clock. Aquino, quick flip back to Rob Martin. Mid-range shot won't fall. Rebound loose and grabbed by one hand to Rollins. Up ahead, Drew Steffi. Here comes SIU. Near left block. Steffi, tough runner goes. Man, Drew Steffi starting to gain some confidence now. Tie game at 7. 16-20 on the clock. Terry Anderson goes right back to Rob Martin, who he's got some bright Nike sneakers. To his left, Johnson. Three on the way. Answers. Chase Johnson knocks down his 24th, made three of the season. 3-point lead for HPU. Near left arc, Damian Mayo. Bounce pass, Prince of League Bay. At the nail, nearly turns it over. Goes through the lane, had a shot blocked. It ricochets out and out of bounds, and it's going to go to High Point. It'll be High Point basketball when we come back. And man, Prince of League Bay was right there, had a chance to get the ball, and he quit on the play. Just stood on the baseline and watched that duration and that play go out, and that's why Southern doesn't get the basketball back. 15:55 on the clock. SIU trails by 3, 10-7 lead. This road game is presented by the SIU Credit Union. Dealing with SIU Credit Union feels like you're coming home. Visit us at one of our locations or online at siucu.org. Fans, it's also time for our Ameren, Illinois Energy Savings Timeout. When it comes to energy action, speak louder than words. That's why Ameren, Illinois works hard to make sure you have the energy you need. And that's why we put savings tools in your hands so you can take action. Learn more about saving money and energy with energy-efficient rebates and incentives at Ameren.com/rebates. This is Saluki Basketball from Learfield.
Your driveway is the gateway to your home. Don't trust just any business to do the job. Come to E.T. Simons, where our professionally trained and experienced staff will handle all of your paving needs. E.T. Simons is a Southern Illinois-based company who is an industry leader in the Southern Illinois construction industry. With over 75 years of experience, we service everything from commercial, industrial, governmental, and residential customers. E.T. Simons, paving the way to customer satisfaction since 1946.
A Saluki tradition since 1896, the SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. Our legacy is strong. Through events, programs, networking, and scholarships, the association keeps alumni connected and supports our current students. Stay connected and show your pride. Update your contact info at siualumni.com. Follow us on our socials, join us in an event, and shop SIU first with the Saluki Market. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
High Point basketball out of the timeout. Subs for Southern as they come out in a 1-2-2 pressure. As Davion Sykes in the backcourt pressuring Aquino. Aquino comes up on Isaiah Stafford. They go left wing three for Rob Martin. And Rob Martin makes his first field goal of the game. High Point with its largest lead, 13-7. Right to left comes SIU. Jalen Haynes, Davion Sykes, Jorge Moreno, Isaiah Stafford, and Drew Steffi on the floor. Steffi wide open three, answers again. Drew Steffi makes the Panthers pay. He's got 8 of Southern's 10, 13-10 lead for High Point. 15:22 on the clock. Rob Martin with a standing dribble right now to his left. Left wing, left elbow, left of the hashes, spins Aquino right into the lane, near corner three. Anderson answers. Terry Anderson's got 9 of High Point's 16. It's back to a 6-point game. 16-10 lead for High Point. SIU with the basketball. Low left block, Jorge Moreno dribbles out to the near wing. Bounce pass on the low left block. Sykes right back to Moreno. Almost was too strong, but it bounced off the left side of the rim and went down. Jorge Moreno with the assist from Davion Sykes. Makes it 16-12. Southern down by 4. High on that top key. Rob Martin back over to Martinez. Martinez near side. There's Martinez. There's Conrad on that near side. Now it's back to Rob Martin. Martin with Isaiah Stafford pressuring him back near the midcourt line with 10. Martin to his left. Martin left elbow jump shot goes. Rob Martin, he's got 5 points so far in the early going. It's an 18-12 lead for High Point. Jalen Haynes dribbling at his knees, maintains control to his right, Drew Steffi. Drew Steffi, low right block extended, finds Davion Sykes in the middle of the purple paint. Near wing, Jalen Haynes in front of the High Point bench. Cross-court skip pass, Isaiah Stafford. Dribbles in for a mid-range shot, and it's nothing but net for Isaiah Stafford.
Excellent skip pass by Jalen Haynes to find Isaiah Stafford. Isaiah got the shot he wanted.
18-14, Saluki shooting 45% from the floor to start this game. High on that left wing is Rob Martin, comes near side to Conrad. Conrad goes right back to Martin on the High Point typing at midcourt. Top of the circle to his left, left elbow jumper again, man. Rob Martin, he's unconscious to start this game. Rob Martin has only missed 2 shots. He's 3 of 5 to start. High Point leads by 6. Drew Steffi bounce pass Sykes, goes up and under, but he just rolled it off the front of the rim, and now a jump ball. Possession arrow will be in favor of High Point. 13:31 on the clock. Calvin House comes in for Drew Steffi.
That's good offense right there by Southern. High Point's in a really good place. They've got to do something with Rob Martin to get him out of his, he's in such an easy space. This High Point scored in each of their last 7 possessions down the floor. Southern's in bad need of a stop right here.
Comes down left to right is High Point. It's Conrad Martinez. Gets the inbounds from E. Bukanula. Goes into the game, and he's down low in that purple paint. Martinez here on the near side, points out with his right hand emphatically. Tells Bukanua to get away. Rob Martin has on the near side, around a Bukanua's screen. Martin's three, man, rims it in. He's got 10 points for High Point. It's now a 9-point lead for the Panthers. Far right corner, Jalen Haynes. He's trapped in that far right corner. Goes low right block, Davion Sykes. Sykes dribbles hip high to the elbow, and now back to the High Point typing at midcourt. Sykes trying to go downhill to his left. Outside, Calvin House trying to get near the paint. He's in front of High Point's bench. Straight away to Stafford with 9. Stafford with 8. 18-footer on its way. Jiggles out. Jorge Moreno battling for the board. He saved it and then threw it out of bounds back to High Point. It's going to be High Point ball leading by 9. 23-14, 12:42 on the clock.
Real good effort by Moreno then to go after chase that loose ball. Even though Southern didn't get the ball back, they have a chance to set their defense. I like the zone Southern played on that last possession. They got to get to Martin and really disrupt him.
Chase Johnston subs back into the game, as well as Washington's in for the first time, Scotty Washington. Martinez near corner, Washington drives baseline right, stumbles his way all the way to the rack and just laid it in. 25-14, High Point with the lead. 12:20 to go to the end of the first half. Moreno near the midcourt stripe. Dribble hand off Isaiah Stafford. Fumbled it, lost it, regains control in front of High Point's bench. Trying to get around Washington. Washington pestering Isaiah Stafford. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Right elbow, mid-air jump pass. Moreno finds a runner for Calron House, and it's too strong. Fletcher rips it down. Left to right comes High Point. Jalen Haynes steals it away. Haynes all by himself. In that Black & Armor headband, skies with two hands and dunks it in.
Southern really needed to stop right there. Really good heads-up anticipation by Jalen Haynes. Southern needed a basket bad, trailing by 9.
SIU hasn't led in this game. High Point leads at 25-14. Washington pitch back. Martinez, three on the way, too strong. Rebound loose and bobbles off the shoulders of Ibukanula. It comes out to SIU. Right to left comes SIU as Calron House underneath the basket, dribbled it off the foot of a Panther, but no, they're going to say it was off of Calron House. It's going to be High Point basketball when we come back. 25-16 is the lead. We'll take a timeout. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
The roar of the crowd. Buzzer beaters. There's nothing more thrilling than Saluki basketball. And just like the Salukis, Vogler Ford is putting prices in a full-court press. Take advantage of slam dunk savings on a new Bronco. Or make a fast break in a new Explorer for less than you'd expect. We're keeping high prices in foul trouble all season long. So when you want to get a new Ford, you've got to get to Vogler.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mint is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mint. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Help the Missouri Valley Conference celebrate 50 years of its men's basketball championship from March 5th through the 8th at Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Get your all-session tickets now and save nearly $25 by calling 618-453-2000 or order online at sausalukis.com. Support the Dawgs and experience March Madness. With the coach Ronnie Watson, I am Luke Martin. 25-16 lead for the High Point Panthers, and they've done it by shooting it very efficiently. 8 of 14 from the field, but they are 4 of 5 from 3 to start this game, Coach Watson. And you chip in 5 of 6 for the free throw line.
Drew Steffing's 8 points is allowing Southern to hang around, but High Point's efficiency on offense and defense. Luke, you rarely see teams play as hard on defense as they do on offense. Not only does this team shoot the ball well, High Point, they move the ball from side to side. They use the corner, they use the dribble. If they get you to double team in the middle of the lane, they're just going to exploit you on the opposite weak side against the help side. Southern's got to have a stop. They've got to be a little bit more compact in their defense and yet get to the shooters.
Martinez here on the near wing, dribbling hip high, left-handed. Jalen Haynes stays in front of him. High Point with the ball in the lead by 9. Near side Johnston, long three on its way. Back of the rim. Rebound out to Rob Martin. Second chance opportunity. Fletcher, shot fakes, drives to the rack, lost the ball, regains control near right corner, shot fakes on a 3, cross court Rob Martin catches with 2 hands in those bright Nike sneakers. To his left, 3 on the way for Martin. He is still not missed from downtown. He's 3 of 3. 13 points for Rob Martin. It's a 12-point lead for High Point. Davion Sykes, near left arc, reverses out, lost his dribble, comes out to Rollins Aligbe. Rollins to his right, Jalen Haynes. Haynes yet to use his dribble. Now he will. Trying to get by Johnston. Right elbow jumper for Jalen Haynes. He answers. Jalen Haynes makes his second field goal. He's got 4 points. 10:28 to go till the end of the half. 28-18 lead for High Point. Conrad, the Arizona transfer, still dribbling hip high. Comes over to Ibukanula. Goes right back to his left. Rob Martin. Martin to his right. Tries to go back left. Back right in front of Davion Sykes. Near right corner three. Just jiggled off. And here comes Davion Sykes right to left. Three was by Martinez. Calron House, top of the circle, just inside that high post. Back to Jalen Haynes. Left side of the floor. Ron Zalibe just had it stripped away. But it was last touch on that baseline by Martinez.
High Point did a very good job of not letting House get any clean looks. Martin's able to kind of create his own shot. Southern's giving him a little bit of space, but it always seems like House is bottled up with someone much bigger than him.
Baseline left will be Calron House. He will inbound it with Scott Nagy watching with his arms crossed in that black pullover as they are trying to discuss the clock, I think, our officiating crew. So they're coming over to the scorer's table to take a look to see if the shot clock is correct. Right now it's at it was at 20, but now it's at 9.
Checking the shot clock.
So 9:59 left on the game clock. So shot clock is currently at 20, so it did reset. Calron House will be the trigger man. Left side of the floor. Calron lobs it into Prince of League Bay, who's back into the game. Looking to his right to Haynes, comes back left. Calron House. Calron top of the key. Chest pass over to Damian Mayo. Mayo behind that wide arc. Top of the circle, Calron House. Near wing, Jalen Haynes. Haynes trying to go baseline left. Fletcher turns him off. Haynes lost his dribble, finds Mayo with 4, now 3. Baseline left with 2. Runner from the hashes won't go. Low right block. Rollins will lead me on a putback attempt, and he's fouled. Rollins will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
What a great play by Rollins and Ligbe. Go up hard to get that long shot off the rim to the right side of the floor. And man, he went high in the air, came down on balance, went right back up, got bumped a little bit. Seeing Riley Hoisted going to just wipe a little something off and come back and get some free throws.
It's blood on his nose, and Riley is coming over to help him out. So they're going to start the 30-second clock for the blood. Rollins really got hit pretty hard right there on his nose. As Riley Hoisted will plug up that left nostril. And Rollins has got to clean off his hands. Well, now they're forcing in the sub in. And now, so Drew Steffi's going to shoot the free throws. Oh, wait a minute. Now the officiating crew's saying him back. Man, that was a quick 30-second count.
Count by 2s, I think, on that one.
Yeah, no kid. So Drew Steffi will shoot free throws here for SIU. After Rollins was the one who was hacked. Steffi's free throw rims around and out. Steffi now 6 of 11 from the charity stripe. He shot 59% a year ago at the free throw line. Steffi flings up the second one, and that one's nothing but net. He's got 9 points for SIU, 28-18, and then they don't allow a sub for Southern.
Yeah, that's bad officiating there.
Really bad officiating. Martinez high in the left wing. Aquino goes low left block, lost his dribble, regains control to Mayo. Mayo comes down right to left, finds Jalen Haynes. Near wing 3 on its way, too strong. Mayo gets the offensive board off the Prince. Low right block, spinning, looking, back to Mayo near wing. Catching and shooting to Steffi, and he drills it. Drew Steffi's got 12 for SIU, and the Salukis back within 6. 28-22, 9:03 to go here in the first half. Jalen Haynes, defensive pressure starting to get up here for SIU. Top of the circle, Aquino with a draping Jalen Haynes on him. Martin one-hands it to Martinez, nearly carried the ball. Martin still on the near wing with 10. Haynes in front of him with 9. Lobbed it into Aquino. Mayo tried to steal it. Aquino gets it back. Cross court, Martinez. Martinez to his right, middle of the purple paint, threw it out of bounds. Good pressure there by the Saluki defense. Coach Nagy clapping along as SIU gets it back. 8:39 on the clock. They trail 28-22.
3 shutouts in a row. 2 of them were turnovers. Southern's defense really just keeps getting better every single day we watch them play.
Calron House, Prince of League Bay, Damian Mayo, Drew Steffi, and Rollins of League Bay, the 5 on the floor. This is the original starting 5 for SIU. Salukis trail by 6. Calron high on the right arc, nearly lost his dribble, still maintaining left-handed hip high. Two-handed chest pass, Drew Steffi catches at his hip, Far right corner, Prince Aligbe, right back Drew Steffi, thought about the three, he'll drive to the nail, centers his way through, Prince Aligbe on the perimeter, dribbling his way, jumper, right elbow, baked it in. Prince Aligbe gets his first 2 points of the game. Southern back within 4, 28-24, 8:06 to go here in the first half. Martinez, far left corner to Fletcher. Fletcher nearly lost it out of bounds, regains control. Fletcher, who's yet to score in the game, left elbow extended, nearly travels. Martinez regains control at the midcourt logo, now to his left. High on that left arc, back to Aquino with that white jersey untucked. Martinez launches it, and it's short, but he's fouled by Prince Aligbe on a closeout. So Prince Aligbe picks up that foul. It's going to be, I believe, the 14th foul on Southern. It's a 28-24 ball game. We are at the under 8-minute media timeout. State Farm agents Bob Barr and Carbondale and Dave Anderson Heron are proud to support Saluki Athletics. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Contact Dave Anderson today at 618-942-7337. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Romwood Chevrolet in Heron makes it easy to shop online.
When was the last time we hit a transition
Shop our
3?
entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Romwood pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It's so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at RomwoodChevy.com and we'll send you home happy. And go Dawgs!
No one should have to pay for the damages that result from a personal injury caused by someone else. The partners of Sam C. Mitchell Law, Lance Brown, and Matthew Caraway fight for Southern Illinoisans because they are Southern Illinoisans. For decades, the firm has proven to be a trusted, experienced, and dedicated partner in helping bring justice and personal service to the victims of negligence and intentional wrongdoing. Let the attorneys of Sam C. Mitchell fight for you. For more information, visit scmitchell.com.
SIU has rare dual recognition, one of only 21 universities out of nearly 4,000 nationwide honored by the Carnegie Classification. We are a Research One university, driving innovation and discovery. We are also an opportunity university, opening doors and helping all students succeed. Less than 1% of universities hold both honors, and SIU is the only one serving a rural region. That makes Salukis unique, a community defined by excellence, access, and opportunity. Support the research that changes lives and the scholarships that expand access. Visit siuf.org/give.
100 means a lot of different things to different people. At Vogler Fords, it means 100 years of service, helping Southern Illinois drivers get the best new deal on their next new Ford. For a great selection and fast and friendly service, you've got to get the Vogler. Salukis, they trailed by as many as 12. They've cut into it, Coach Watson. It's now 28-24, 7:46 at the line, 7:46 on the clock. Martinez will go to the line here out of this timeout.
The 11:26 mark, it looked like High Point was methodically just extending the lead on Southern. Southern did a really good job defensively.
Martinez will get 3 free throws, and he makes his first. He is not the one you want to foul. 28 of 30 from the line this year. Makes that first one, the second one on its way, and that one sneaks over the front of the rim. Really, none of these Panthers you want to foul. They are a really good shooting team on every part of the floor. He's made the first 2, made all 3 of them. As Martinez and High Point come back down, they lead 31-24. Calron House on the near wing. Calron looking for a fronting Ron Aligbe, who fell down as Aquino guarding him on his back. Prince Aligbe to his right, Drew Steffi baseline right, spinning, lost it, ball is loose and taken away and stolen away. Aquino up ahead to Martinez for High Point. Near wing with 31-24 lead. Aquino overhead pass finds Martinez. They go to the far corner, deflected out of bounds. It will stay with High Point. 22 on the shot clock, 7:22 on the game clock. Southern trails 31-24.
High Point reverses the ball basically from baseline all the way around to baseline, where they really put the help side defense in a bad bind where they're over helping.
Washington has it on that left wing, finds Aquino. Aquino looking for Martinez, and Aquino standing tall on that near right elbow, finds a cutting Anderson. Shot fakes, goes up, trying to get contact. He got some contact, but finished through it anyways. He's got 11 points, 33-24. High Point back in front by 9. Calron House tries to go baseline, spinning, back out Mayo on the near wing. Top of the key, Drew Steffi. Right elbow extended, Rollins Aligbe goes back to Steffi. Right wing, 3 for Damian Mayo. Short, rebound Anderson. Anderson coming down left to right. Martinez finds a cut in Aquino through the purple paint, back outside, and it's going to be a block on SIU with 6:46 on the clock. And they're going to get the foul on Damian Mayo.
That was unfortunate. It really looked like Damian. I guess he was moving a little bit, and I have no vantage point, plus we're blocked out by 20 people. But, man, Damian really did a nice job getting his chest on that cutter. I thought Okino was out of control. On the last basket by High Point, Southern got burned again on a bad switch off the ball. They got to be careful of that. Anderson should have just got called for a foul.
So Anderson and Stafford were going at it. Officiating crew comes in to just talk it over. Mark Scheer, Adam Floor, and Adam James. Aquino, top circle, Washington to his left. Anderson. Anderson, he's got Stafford on the near side. Steffi deflects it out of bounds. It will stay with High Point.
A lot of times when one team is playing hard than the other, then there's discrepancy in fouls, and the team that's aggressive on defense has the advantage. Southern's playing equally as hard. The fouls are getting lopsided 5-2 here in this first half.
6:40 till the end of the first half. Martinez with a standing hip-high dribble, lobbed it high to Aquino just inside the right arc. Attacks Jorge Moreno. They trap him on the baseline. They get away from it now. Here comes a long three for Hassan. It won't go. The rebound, Isaiah Stafford. Stafford right to left for SIU. They trail by 9 with the ball. Near left corner, Jalen Haynes, post-entry feed, Jorge Moreno falling away with a pass to Drew Steffi on that right arc. Top of the key, Jalen Haynes, quickly to Isaiah Stafford. Stafford trying to go baseline, he's trapped. Back to Steffi, near wing three on its way. Got it in! Drew Steffi, he's got 15 points for SIU, 33-27 lead, under 6 minutes to go till halftime. High Point with the basketball in the lead by 6. Oh, Martinez all the way to the rack and an easy lay-in. Miscommunication there for the Salukis on defense as Haynes comes down right to left with those maroon undershirts, with those maroon sleeves. To his right finds Drew Steffi. Steffi, top of the key. Steffi high on that right arc. Cross courts near corner. Haynes long three on its way. Off to the right. Jorge Moreno stumbling, trying to find the rebound. And it's last touch by Jorge Moreno. Drew Steffi arguing that was last touch by High Point. But we're going to see Davion Sykes and Max Picard come into the game at 5:29 to go here in the first half.
Mark that time down. This is an important rotation for Max Picard, who hadn't played much. He's got to really give Southern some help here.
Martinez left to right. There's Picard standing near the nail. So guard Hassan. Martinez still with it, staring into the eyes of Jalen Haynes. To his left, two-handed chest pass. Hassan goes right back to Martinez. High on that left wing, Aquino. Flipped it back one hand, Anderson. Anderson inside the left arc. Attacks Davion Sykes. Got him in the air and a foul. It's going to be the 16th foul on Southern with 5:09 on the clock.
Southern switching is not helping them in this game. This High Point team moves too well. They anticipate the switches. They know how to counter them. Southern, when you switch, you have to touch defensively. Two guys got to touch and they switch so the teams can't slip on you.
Anderson, free throw line right. The lefty buries it. He's got 12 points for High Point. Rob Martin with 13 in the game. Rob Martin in. As Bikanula comes right back in. He's on that low right block. Anderson. Free throw line right. Eyes up in those bright Adidas sneakers. He knocks down that one. 13 points for Anderson. Right to left. 5:05 left here in the opening half. There's Drew Steffi. Near wing Isaiah Stafford. Caught with his right hand. Staring out behind a Picard screen. Comes back left Davion Sykes. Near corner Steffi, and he's fouled on his drive. That's only going to be the third team foul on High Point here in the first half. 4:56 on the clock. It's a 10-point lead for High Point. Fletcher will sub back in. Washington comes out. Baseline left, Calron House trying to find it in. Fletcher guarding him. Isaiah Stafford lost it. Here comes Fletcher, left to right. High left wing Anderson. Far left corner three, Rob Martin. Just too strong. Rebound finds its way to Davion Sykes. Goes sideline right, Drew Steffi. Rob Martin on his back. Steffi turns his back, looking to his right. Now comes back left, Calron House. Near wing Isaiah Stafford. Step back three on its way. Yes, sir! Isaiah Stafford's got 5. It's a 37-30 game. High Point in front with the ball. Salukis 4 of 7 from downtown to start this game. Stumbling his way, Anderson somehow able to finish. Anderson and High Point extend their lead back to 9. Steffi, long three. It was a heat check off to the right. Rebound Martin quickly down. No one got back. Anderson goes up. Shot block. Regains control on the baseline. They want a double dribble. They won't get it. Anderson left-handed hook shot goes. So Anderson now, he's almost in for the High Point lead in terms of points. It's an 11-point lead. Their largest lead was 12. Calron threw it away. Stafford trying to regain control, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Isaiah Stafford, and it's High Point ball as we've reached our under 4-minute media timeout. 3:51 to go here in the opening half. High Point leads 41-30. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
If your old car is so ugly, Dawgs won't tinkle on the tires. If you have to dance naked in the moonlight and light a candle to make it start. If it just isn't the car you want it to be, Vic Koenig Chevrolet will give you a big bucket full of cash for it. No dancing necessary. Vic Koenig Chevrolet will buy your car, truck, or SUV, whether you buy one of ours or not. We'll pay you more than you ever thought you could get. And we'll put you behind the wheel of a newer, nicer ride that actually starts. Every single time. Vic Koenig has a huge selection of reliable pre-owned vehicles in stock now, and dozens of new Chevrolets on their way to Carbondale as we speak. But I promise you, they'll be sold before they ever hit the state line. Hurry in to Vic Koenig Chevrolet and call dibs. Vic Koenig Chevrolet in Carbondale, home of the world-famous SIU Salukis. VicKoenig.com on approved credit.
Samron Midwest Contracting is the region's first choice for construction services. Since 2003, Samron has completed thousands of projects for various customers across the tri-state area. Whether it's a commercial project, an asphalt parking lot or driveway, or commercial or industrial concrete, Samron has you covered and offers flexible financing options. For more information, visit Samron.com. Samron Midwest Contracting, proud supporter of Saluki Athletics.
Farm Credit Illinois, supporting rural communities and farm families with reliable, consistent credit, crop insurance expertise, and rural first lending for country living. Farm Credit Illinois, helping farm families succeed. We're almost to halftime. It's a 41-30 lead for High Point with 3:51 on the clock.
Turnovers are starting to stack up on Southern. They're at 6 now. High Point only has 3. Southern's been fortunate not to give up many points off of turnovers, live ball turnovers. But this is down 11 with the last 4-minute game of this first half. This is going to be an important piece of momentum. It seems like every time Southern makes a little bit of a comeback, man, High Point's got an answer to just keep that stretched out to that double-digit lead.
Picard, Sykes, Steffi, House, Stafford are on the floor here for SIU at 3:51 on the clock. It will be High Point basketball. There's Rob Martin brings it down left to right. Just past the timing stripe with 25 on the shot clock. To his left. Bounce pass top of the key. Aquino to his left. Lost his dribble. Poked loose by Picard. And here comes Southern down right to left. Calron House to his right. Drew Steffi. He was hacked as he went to the rim, and he's going to have 2 shots coming. It's going to be only the 4th team foul on High Point.
Good for Max McCarr. Way to make a positive play there on the defensive end. Poked it loose from a good player, Aquino, and a little doubt in Aquino's mind possibly. Southern with a chance to get this thing back under 10, under 11.
Aquino's got 2 of the 4 turnovers for High Point. Steffi makes his first free throw. You know, I'm going to go back and look after this game. I think Drew Steffi almost shoots 80% on free throws, not his first of the game. Second one goes and off back of the rim. Rebound goes to Hassan, and down comes High Point left to right. 10-point lead for the High Point Panthers. They led by as many as 12 when it was 28-16. Near the midcourt stripe, Rob Martin. Martin to his left. High on that left wing. Left elbow jumper. He sold it. There was contact. I don't know if it was clear contact, but Martin definitely sold it. There'll be 2 shots coming for High Point.
High Point somehow is able to get themselves with a big guy on House. They've done a really good job of limiting House's touch. He's only got 2 shots in this game. Rob Martin, on the other hand, can find open ways to get his shot off.
32 free throw opportunities this year for Rob Martin, and he makes his first there. Rob Martin now 14 points here in the first half. He ties Terry Anderson, who's also on the floor. Is 3:20 to go till the end of the half. Martin, that swirled off. Rebound loose, still loose, and eventually SIU comes away with it right to left. Coach Nagy yelling, go! Here on the near wing, Isaiah Stafford, near left arc. Keller House back to Isaiah Stafford, trying to penetrate. Stafford looking to his right, bounce past Drew Steffi, and Davion Sykes actually took it away from Drew. Keller on the near left corner, 14 on the shot clock. Steffi around a Picard screen. Steffi still with it with 10, now 9. Near left corner, nearly threw it away from House. House regains control. Stafford catch and shoot 3 right arc. Rimmed it off to Fletcher. Fletcher down left to right. Coming down is Aquino. Aquino wants Rob Martin to come back and get it. Goes far left corner, Terry Anderson. Anderson, the lefty, tries to get into the lane. Goes back far corner. It's Aquino spinning on Max Picard. Aquino, left-handed shot, easy work. Aquino went up for 2. He's got 3 points. Right to left comes SIU. Trailing by its largest margin, 13. Picard, 3, top of the key. Long, rebound Fletcher. Left to right comes Fletcher in High Point. 2:20 to go till halftime. Stafford nearly knocked it away and stole it. Regained control was Fletcher at the midcourt stripe. Rob Martin palms that basketball as he looks towards his head coach in that suit. Rob Martin still dribbling between his legs. Martin near the timing stripe. Here on the front court right, near right wing, inside the right arc. Goes to his left at the Big South logo, threw it over Aquino, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Southern ball. 2:01 to go in the half. High Point leads by 13. Haynes and Ronza Bay in. Picard and House are out.
Southern needs a basket very, very, very desperately right here. They need one more good defensive stop to start building some momentum.
Saluki started this game hot from 3, but they're 1 for their last 5 from 3. And they're also scoreless in the last 90 seconds. Jalen Haynes, sideline left, 1:55 till halftime. Drew Steffi trying to drive his way through. Anderson on his back. Steffi reverses, top of the key, bounce past Sykes. Left elbow, spinning into the paint, up strong with his left hand. Went astray. They're going to get a foul, and I believe it's going to be Sykes going to the line. As that will go on Fletcher. It's his first foul. Only the 5th foul on High Point. But Sykes to the charity stripe as Isaiah Stafford comes over to talk with Scott Nagy as well as Drew Steffi. Sykes waits to get that Wilson leather ball. Gets it right at his hip. He grips it with his right and left hand. Multiple hip-high dribbles. He eyes up at that orange rim in these nice lights. Swirls it down. That's Sykes' first point. 1:45 until halftime. It's a 12-point lead for High Point. Let's see if the Salukis can go on a nice run here getting into halftime. Second free throw coming for Davion Sykes. Only 6th free throw of the game, and it goes off to the right. Here comes Aquino down left to right. High Point with the basketball on the 12-point lead. Anderson, the lefty, to his left elbow, far left corner. 3 on the way for Washington, well short. Rebound out to Isaiah Stafford, middle of the floor, right arc. Stafford dribbling off of his ankle, but a foul is going to be called on High Point. And I believe they're going to get Aquino. No, Conrad Martinez.
Good push by Isaiah Stafford to draw that contact. Southern has the ball out of bounds. On the next foul, they'll be able to shoot 1-1.
1:28 till halftime. Rob Martin comes back in. Chase Johnston subs out. Baseline right on the left side of the floor. Jalen Haynes inbounds on that go. Panthers typing in white. Knocked away by Aquino. And Aquino tried to deflect it off of Ronza Bay, but now Southern will have to inbound it again. Sideline right.
High Point's thinking about challenging. They would definitely win that challenge.
But why shot clock should not be at 26, should it? Comes back top of the key. He took over in the half court. Jalen Haynes one hands it near side Isaiah Stafford. Stafford looking for a league bay. Stafford was blocked by the rim. Rollins fighting for it, loose on the floor. Terry Anderson comes away. Left to right. Martinez pitched it right back at the knees of Washington. Washington at the nail to Aquino. Martinez, on the near right wing. Martinez to his right, nearly lost his dribble. Pitch back Martin, 1:05 till halftime. 44-32 lead for High Point. Martin to his left, around Aquino's screen. Left elbow extended. Low left block, fouled, and he made the shot. Rob Martin, 16 points here in the opening half. Ties the largest lead for High Point, 46-32, 55.5 seconds left.
Again, the way Southern's managing that middle ball screen, middle of the floor, is just not being effective. They're in a drop show, they're in a deep show, and just not working well. Rob Martin played like a senior, just kept his dribble until he got the right angle and took an extra step off the dribble to finish off the shot and get fouled.
Salukis trail 46-32 as we near halftime. The Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois as the official orthopedic provider for Saluki Athletics to get back in the game. Trust the Sports Medicine Center at the Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois. Our Saluki Spotlights in our IBEW Nika pregame show are brought to you by the SIU Foundation, impacting futures one Saluki at a time thanks to your generosity.
High Point has a chance to extend the lead to their biggest lead of 15 points. 55 seconds to go. There's probably going to be 2 possessions left in this half. Southern's got to block out in case of a rare missed free throw, but then they really need a bucket going into the locker room.
High Point, they've made 11 of their 13 free throws here in the half. Rob Martin at the line, bricked it, rebound Aquino, but it goes to Isaiah Stafford as I believe Jorge Moreno knocked it loose from Aquino. Jalen Haynes, top of the key, to his right, had it stolen away. Aquino diving to the floor, threw it in the backcourt to Washington, up ahead Anderson for High Point. Far left corner, Martinez blocked by Jorge Moreno, and Southern gets it back. 8-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Stafford just inside the arc, cross-court stepping near corner 3, rimmed off. Haynes with a putback dunk. Man, Jalen Haynes skied through the air to dunk that through. Shot clock turned off, 46-34 High Point. 20 seconds remaining in the half. Rob Martin just past that timing stripe at midcourt. He's got those pink Adidas sneakers near that white court midcourt line. 10 seconds left in the half. Steve Hawkins up yelling, defensive coordinator for Southern. Martin with 6, now bounce pass to Martinez with 4. Martin gets it back with 3, with 2, near the midcourt stripe with 1. Let it fly, but it's way short. He wanted to get the foul call. He did not. So the Salukis hold High Point there. But it's 46-34. High Point with the lead here at the break. The Built Ford Tough, powered by Mediacom. Halftime is next. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
When you play sports, you know the importance of teamwork. I'm Michaela Coburn, and I play for SIU Saluki Women's Softball. I'm also a Banterra customer because they are a great team player for our communities and they are making banking easy. With Banterra, I was able to open my account online, and with their mobile app, I can manage my money on my time. Plus, with the Saluki Visa debit card, I know my purchases support SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
The Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois has the most highly trained team of orthopedic, spine, and podiatric surgeons, including interventional pain management. From sports medicine to neurosurgery, podiatry, and interventional pain, we are committed to providing the very best in diagnoses, treatments, physical and occupational therapy, and rehabilitation to local athletes. Visit OISIL.com or call 618-997-6800. OISI is the official orthopedic provider of Saluki Athletics.
Dive into the authentic flavors of Mexico at Tequila's Mexican Restaurant. From sizzling fajitas to mouth-watering enchiladas and the freshest guacamole in town, Tequila's brings you an unforgettable dining experience. And don't forget our signature margaritas, crafted to perfection. Located right in the heart of Southern Illinois, make sure to visit Tequila's at their locations in Carbondale, Marion, DuQuoin, and Carterville and enjoy the authentic taste of Mexico.
A Saluki tradition since 1896, the SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. Our legacy is strong. Through events, programs, networking, and scholarships, the association keeps alumni connected and supports our current students. Stay connected and show your pride. Update your contact info at SIUalumni.com. Follow us on our socials. Join us in an event and shop SIU first with the Saluki Market. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
On the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Built Ford Tough Halftime Show, powered by Mediacom. Brought to you by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds. Also brought to you by your Illinois Ford dealers and the F-150, proud sponsors of your Southern Illinois Salukis.
This is the Built Ford Tough, powered by Mediacom Halftime. The Mid-South Ford dealers, proud supporters of the Salukis. Mediacom, discover Extreme, the fastest in-home Wi-Fi and the power to stream live TV with TiVo. With Coach Rodney Watson, I am Luke Martin. Salukis trail 46-34 here at the break. Hard to believe that both teams are shooting the same percentage from 3 here in the first half. High Point's been to the line 14 times. They made 11 of those 14 trips. Southern, they've only made 3 of their 6 free throws, and If it wasn't for Drew Steffi, man, where would this game be? Steffi leads SIU with 16 points in 16 minutes. He's 4 of 6 from behind the arc. But right now the Salukis, 7 turnovers here in the opening half. High Point doing what they do, 5 steals, but kind of uncharacteristic for them. They've turned it over 5 times, but they have just had, they just shot the ball really well, Coach Watson.
Yeah, Terry Anderson's really the difference in this game. His 14 points, he's not a guy we talked much about. Actually, didn't talk about him at all, and any of the stuff we did, didn't really bring it up with Coach. He's really been a big factor. Southern's done a nice job on Cameron Fletcher, the guy getting him 19 points. He is scoreless right now. They've done a good job with Okino. And Terry Anderson, he's using that left hand. He's getting the free throw line 6 times. He picks up fouls. He's really attacking his man, whoever's on him.
High Point, to this point, only 4 assists on 15 made field goals for them. Salukis have done a good job at eliminating Rob Martin and Conrad Martinez in terms of their sharing the basketball. Not very often you'll see no assists, the 2 turnovers in the first half for both those guys, but yet they still lead by 12.
Really like the depth of High Point. We talked a lot about that. They go 10, 11 guys. There's not much drop-off when you've got a guy like Conrad that comes in the game, Martinez that comes in the game to play the point guard. Plus, the game's been easy for Rob Martin. He's played 15 and a half minutes. He's getting any shot he really wants. He's really exploiting Southern's ball screen defense, especially in the middle third of the floor. But when that kind of gets shut down, they reverse the ball from side to side so well, and they use the corners well. They look for shots out of the corners, but they really look to drive and pass out of their corners. When the ball, when it's called getting teams into defensive rotations, you're late, you're scrambling to get to places, you don't have good closeouts. High Point really takes advantage of it. Southern's done a good job overall of stopping transition, like you said. Southern's 5 turnovers, 7 turnovers. It's similar to High Point's 5. So that really hadn't been the big factor. And gave credit to Southern the way they're taking care of the ball. And then offensive rebounds, even a lot of good things on this stat sheet. It's just that you get one guy like Terry Anderson that separates the performance by Martin and Steffi, and now he's the difference in the game at 14 points.
But as you said, Rob Martin way too comfortable.
Way too comfortable.
One of the areas that they talked about in their film session last night was the good defensive clips that they showed against teams against High Point. A lot of bodies on the floor. Right now, SIU they haven't really been able to get a body specifically in front of Rob Martin to really slow him down.
Yeah, and he's a good player. So if you get more physical with him above the top of the key, you feel like you're just going to put him in the free throw line every time. And I understand that. But Southern, what they're doing with that high ball screen, they're doing what's called a deep show. They're going deep with the big guy. A lot of times it's Rollins and Ligbe, and it's no one's fault. I'm not blaming anyone. It's just that Southern's got to adjust this at halftime and take that element away. So they're doing a nice job at getting High Point to play half-court basketball. I'm really impressed with this High Point team. They're as good as what we thought they were just by the way they guard defensively. They are so aggressive. They'll run to put double-team pressure when the ball is turned, and then they'll jump back out, and their rotations defensively aren't nearly affected as Southern's are on Southern's defensive end.
So far, High Point in a full game and now half a game here, they have never trailed against the Salukis in either of the 2 games. They were up 51-37 last year at halftime. They're up 46-34 here at halftime. This is the Built Ford Tough Powered by Mediacom halftime. Paxton Guy takes a look around the valley when we come back, and we'll have our Woodard Wellness halftime adjustments when we start the second half. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Looking to make your farm and rural life dreams a reality? Contact Farm Credit Illinois, where local staff support farm families, rural communities, and agriculture throughout the Saluki Nation. As a cooperative owned by its borrower members, Farm Credit provides farm financing, crop insurance expertise, and lending for rural homes and country living. Farm Credit Illinois, helping farm families succeed today and tomorrow.
At SIH, our commitment to care goes beyond the walls of our clinics and hospitals. We provide access to highly trained, patient-focused care providers. We invest in advanced, state-of-the-art medical services and technologies, and we strive to make a meaningful impact on all of the communities we serve. Our commitment is summed up in those words we all need to hear from time to time.
You're going to be okay.
At SIH, we're committed to you.
We're out to be number one in the USA. That's the reason people say, Ward Chrysler Center, yeah, you can't do better than that.
Right now, Ward Chrysler Center, we're making it easy to own the world's best truck, Ram. 0% financing for up to 72 months. Hey, everybody, that's free money. Plus our massive discounts and incentives. Boom, shakalaka boom, baby.
Ward Chrysler Center, yeah, you can't do better than that.
Samron Midwest Contracting is the region's first choice for construction services. Since 2003, Samron has completed thousands of projects for various customers across the tri-state area. Whether it's a commercial project, an asphalt parking lot or driveway, or commercial or industrial concrete, Samron has you covered and offers flexible financing options. For more information, visit samron.com. Samron Midwest Contracting, proud supporter of Saluki Athletics.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Southern Illinois University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Paxton Guy back on the Built Ford Tough halftime, powered by Mediacom. Dawgs trail at High Point 46-34. Elsewhere around the valley, earlier UIC lost at home, giving Arkansas Pine Bluff their first win of the season, 63-62. Midway through the first in Nashville, Belmont leading Richmond 27-18. The Bruins looking to go 9-0. Later, it's Evansville hosting Ball State and Illinois State hosting Eastern Kentucky. Top 25 ACC SEC Men's Challenge. Number 6 Louisville trails at number 25 Arkansas 36-22. Big Ten opener. Number 22 Indiana and Minnesota tied 33 apiece at the half. Number 12 Alabama leads Clemson 37-19. Later it's Vanderbilt hosting SMU. Auburn hosting NC State. It's 9th-ranked BYU and Cal Baptist. And number 10, Iowa State hosting Alcorn State. SIU women's basketball earlier dropped their 6th in a row. They lose big at UAB, 81-54. Ladies are back home Saturday to take on SEMO. Dawgs trailed this one at the half to High Point, 46-34. It's the Built Ford Tough halftime, powered by Mediacom, and this is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today.
Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Dealer
on.
inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
SIU has rare dual recognition, one of only 21 universities out of nearly 4,000 nationwide honored by the Carnegie classification. We are a Research One university, driving innovation and discovery. We are also an opportunity university, opening doors and helping all students succeed. Less than 1% of universities hold both honors, and SIU is the only one serving a rural region. That makes Salukis unique, a community defined by excellence, access, and opportunity. Support the research that changes lives and the scholarships that expand access. Visit siuf.org/give.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
On the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield, this has been the Built for Tough Halftime Show. Powered by Mediacom. Also brought to you by Banterra Bank. Apply for your Banterra Saluki Visa debit card today. Stop by Banterra to learn more. Member FDIC. And by Mediacom, home of Extreme and 1 gig internet speeds. Now, with the call of the second half, here is the voice of the Salukis, Luke Martin.
Tonight's halftime adjustments are brought to you by the Woodard Wellness Group. Call for your courtesy consultation, 529-4545. Let's see if Dr. Woodard can get you back to health. 529-4545. Dr. Brian Woodard is a certified chiropractic sports physician. Salukis trail 46-34. Here at halftime, Coach Watson, what are the biggest adjustments the Salukis have to make to give themselves a chance here in the second half?
2 adjustments on defense. First of all, I talked about the high ball screen. They're getting into a deep show. Rob Martin is not bothered by that at all. They're putting Okino in that screen, and then he's diving to an open spot to get the return pass. But really, Martin's able to operate, getting way too much space. They've got to change how they approach that. I'm not exactly sure how they do it. They probably just got to make him reject that screen. Secondly, on defense, Southern's got to make sure that they tighten up the off-ball switching. The switching, every team's using it against them, but High Point's really using it against them. I'm not sure they're getting as much out of that as they think they are. Then on the offensive end, Southern's got to get another score. They got to get a high-volume score in this game like Terry Anderson. It's going to have to be probably House somehow. And I think you got to stop ball screening with him unless you get – because what High Point's doing, they're being really aggressive with their ball on a ball screen defense. They're trying to really be physical with House. Somehow they've got to get the ball out of House's hands and get it reversed back to him because he's too valuable of a scorer for this team to not get any. You only get 2 shots up in that first half. So look for those types of adjustments, especially for House, getting him involved on offense.
This is where High Point has really created their separation this year in the second and third quarters. They're 11-3 in those quarters in terms of winning those 10-minute wars. See how Southern starts here with the basketball as it's House, Prince Aligbe, Damian Mayo, Ron Aligbe, and Drew Steffi on the floor. Kelron House on the near wing. Kelron goes back to it, just past the Prince Aligbe. High on left wing, Damian Mayo into Ron Aligbe. Finds an open Prince Aligbe who slammed it in for 2. Prince Aligbe with his first bucket here in the second half. He's got 4 points in the game as Southern comes down. 19:35 on the clock as they're on defense, trailing by 10. Prince fronts up his man, but Fletcher gets all the way to the rack, and Fletcher, who was scoreless in the first half, he gets his first 2 here. 48-36, High Point in front. Drew Steffi on the near wing, bounce pass, Kelron House, top of the key. Kelron to his left, it's Prince Aligbe, goes right back Damian Mayo. Near wing, Drew Steffi. Steffi spinning his way to the nail, nearly travels, finds Rollins, catches over Alipi and Aquino, goes up with 2 hands and nearly dunked it. Ron Aligbe, he's now got 2 points here in the second half after his brother Prince got the first bucket. 48-38, 18:58 to go till the end of the game. Rob Martin and High Point, it's illegal screen. Offensive foul on the Panthers. And they'll give it to Aquino.
Small sample size, but Southern's got High Point slowed down. They've gotten that energy out of their legs on both ends.
48-38, 10-point lead for High Point. Kelron House, straight away with 22, to his right, spinning left elbow, bounce past Prince Aligbe in the middle of the lane, threw it away from Rollins, and now here comes Rob Martin, left to right to left. 3 for Johnston, too strong. Drew Steffi can't save it on the baseline. They're going to say it's going to stay. No, they're going to say it's going to go to Southern, that it touched the baseline before Steffi caught up to it. 18:34, halted on that clock, and now Kelron House, the jogging right-handed hip-high dribble with his right hand taped on his fingertips. Damian Mayo straight away with 20 on the shot clock, around a Rollins screen, finds Steffi wide open far left corner, passes over to Prince Aligbe. Now Steffi has it back. Steffi still in the far corner, chest pass to Prince. Near side, Kelron House, runner mid-range, will not fall. Rollins cleans it up. Rollins going up, and he is fouled. And already 2 fouls here on High Point with 18:09 on the clock. It'll be Rollins Aligbe going to the line as Drew Steffi gets called over by the head coach.
That is a big-time play by Rollins Aligbe to go into the big force in there inside with High Point and snatch that ball away and give Southern a chance to get second chance points.
Rollins to the line. where he gets caught by the jersey police. He's got to tuck in that maroon jersey underneath that white and black waistband in maroon. And Rollins bricks the first one. Rollins a chance to get his 3rd point here at the line here in the second half. It would be his 5th point of the game. Rollins spins the Wilson leather ball right in his hands on the white Big South typing. He's able to knock that one in. So he's got 5 points now in the game. Right to left comes Rob Martin and High Point. They lead 48-39, 2 minutes gone by. Rob Martin to his left, goes back right. Far right corner, Anderson. Anderson the lefty at the Big South logo in white in that purple paint. To his right, Aquino. Spins on Rollins Aligbe, waits for contact. Prince Aligbe knocked it out. And it's going to be High Point basketball. 11 seconds on that shot clock. 17:49 on the game clock. 9-point lead. Scott Nagy crouches down as he watches near the midcourt stripe. Baseline left, Rob Martin trying to get it in. Lobbed it in. Aquino just saves it in front of High Point's bench. Aquino to his right, middle of the lane, spinning up with his left hand too strong. Prince can't get the board, but his brother will. Rollins down to Kelron House on the near right sideline. Southern with the ball, trailing 48-39. Kelron looking for Ron's Aligbe. Kelron still with it. Kelron dribbling his way. Tough fadeaway shot on the baseline. Can't go. Mayo's cleanup is off the glass for 2. Damian Mayo, his first bucket of the game, and now the Salukis back within 7. 17-20 till the end of the game. Rob Martin, top of that key to Aquino. Aquino with a left hand hip high dribble. Pitch back to Johnston. Johnston to his right. Fletcher nearly travels with it. Double team, and now here comes Mayo. Mayo stripped it away. Mayo left to right, trying to go out with a slam, and he's blocked, but a foul. We get Terry Anderson, who went over and started to talk some smack to him as well. If the official was looking, that could have been a technical. They really are against taunting now, but 17:06 left here in the second half. Mayo will go to the line. We'll try to earn it. 48-41, SIU trails.
Southern the aggressor on defense. What a really good find by Mayo to get Fletcher to turn his back and go get a steal on the backside.
Mayo at that free throw line in those maroon and white Under Armour sneakers. Nothing but net on his free throw. Mayo's got 3 points. 17:06 on the clock. 48-42. As SIU, they've never led in this game. It's been a while since it's been a one-possession game. They've only tied it at one other time after it was 0-0. Damian Mayo, eyes up at that orange rim. Holds that Wilson ball right under his left arm. Multiple hip-high dribbles. Holds it on his left hip. Eyes it up there. Flings it up off his right hand, and it's nothing but net for Damian Mayo. He's got 4 points here in the second half. 48-43. They trap. Martinez got to call timeout in the backcourt. And it's going to be in that near corner in front of Southern's bench. That's our first called timeout, and that'll send us to a media timeout.
Blows me away when teams throw the ball in the corner, gets a press. It blows me away. Southern did the best thing for it.
Saluki fans, this year you can catch all the basketball road games, get food and drink specials and giveaways at the official home of the Saluki Watch Party Network. We'll take a timeout. Saluki's trail 48-43. It'll be High Point ball when we come back. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Woodard Wellness Group is the official chiropractor of Saluki Athletics. Woodard Wellness Group, located in Carbondale, offers chiropractic services and sports medicine to provide relief from neck and back pain and many other stress-related conditions. The all-new Pro Adjuster is a breakthrough in healing, which uses gentle chiropractic care along with advancements in computers and engineering technologies to evaluate patients' needs. The staff applies Pro Adjuster data and their expertise to then discuss treatment plans with patients. With the help of this modern technology, making you feel better just got easier with Woodard Wellness.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mint is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mint. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Romwood Chevrolet in Heron makes it easy to shop online anytime. Shop our entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Romwood pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It's so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at RomwoodChevy.com and we'll send you home happy. And go Dawgs!
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Life is full of moments both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mid is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mid. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Dive into the authentic flavors of Mexico at Tequila's Mexican Restaurant. From sizzling fajitas to mouth-watering enchiladas and the freshest guacamole in town, Tequila's brings you an unforgettable dining experience. And don't forget our signature margaritas, crafted to perfection. Located right in the heart of Southern Illinois, make sure to visit Tequila's at their locations in Carbondale, Marion, DuQuoin, and Carterville and enjoy the authentic taste of Mexico.
51-45, High Point leads over SIU. Salukis back within 6 here at 15:39 on the clock. Really nice run here by the Salukis to start the second half. Now they outscored High Point 9-2 in that initial stage. It's been 11-5. They only got 2 points since, but now the Salukis will have the basketball. You got to inbound in a tough spot though, be in that far left corner on the right side of the floor. Will be baseline right. Martinez will guard Jalen Haynes, the inbounder. Haynes, Rollins Aligbe, Prince Aligbe, Drew Steffi, and Damian Mayo on the floor. Drew Steffi got the trigger in. Steffi comes straight away. Mayo, wow, long three, and he answers it! Damian Mayo, he was on the H and the I, and High Point spelled out in purple. Mayo's got all 9 of his points here in the second half, 51-48. Martinez goes left, now top of the circle, to his right, right elbow, outside Fletcher. Fletcher all the way to the rack. Tough shot, went astray. Prince Aligbe gets the rebound. Prince comes down left to right for Southern. They could tie or take their first lead. Steffi, low left block, back outside. Mayo for the lead on its way. Yes, sir! Damian Mayo! He's made the last 2 threes in this game, and the Salukis with its first lead. 14. Did they say a 2? Right now it shows 51 on the scoreboard. 14:50 left here in the second half. Right now it's 51 all, so I guess Southern does not have its first lead. Martinez near wing, 3 on its way. Air ball actually was blocked by SIU. Here comes Damian Mayo, and SIU left to right, near corner, threw it right out of bounds. He was trying to find Jalen Haynes, and it's a turnover. Man, was his foot on the line?
No, it was a 6-point deficit. With 2 threes, got it tied up. But Southern did a great job with 2 terrific defensive stands. Got to get past that. Southern got ahead of themselves. Got a little emotionally drunk there, but man, Mayo is playing great basketball right now. Really doing a nice job dialing in for that 3-point arc.
14:36 on the clock. Tie game at 51. So Southern won't get their first lead yet. Bukanula in to Martinez, who comes down right to left. Martinez just past the timing stripe to his right. Top of the circle pitch, Terry Anderson. Anderson to his left, left elbow to his right. Low right block, shot off to the left. Rollins tried to get the board, but it's last touched by High Point. Prince Aligbe turned to the Southern bench from across the floor, clapping his hands emphatically right below that beard of his. And SIU will have to go the length of the floor.
Prince Aligbe is doing a terrific job on Anderson, really guarding him with his chest and making everything tough.
Jalen Haynes picked up by Martinez at the midcourt stripe and 3-quarter court, actually. Near wing, Drew Steffi now top of the key, Prince Aligbe. Isaiah Stafford looking for a posting up Rollins Aligbe. They go back to Steffi on the midcourt logo. Prince Aligbe near right, mid-range shot, too strong. Rollins tried to tip it to himself. Stafford rips it away, saves it baseline. Top of the key, Steffi, left wing, Jalen Haynes. Tie game at 51. Southern searching for its first lead. Near corner, Stafford, 3 for the lead, on its way, and he rimmed it in. Isaiah Stafford knocks down the 3. Southern in front by 3, 54-51. Salukis trail by as many as 14, and they've come back to lead by 3. Martin got bumped, and they're going to get Haynes on the foul.
called the foul on Jalen Hands, who's involved in a ball screen with Oklahoma. And really, he got pushed into that. If they had the replay ability that the NBA has, I think that'd be overturned. And Jalen's handled that beautiful with the official. He really talking to the official, and that'll keep that official on his side because the official knows it's 50-50.
Who do you run into?
The six-syllable guy.
Martin in the backcourt. Ibukunua. Didn't even want to try to attempt it. Well, you did attempt it. Washington on the near wing. Washington Southern right now, they lead by 3, 54-51, High Point with the ball. Washington just falls down, and who are they going to get on the foul? Is it going to be on Steffi? It is.
Drew got his hands in on him as the High Point player was going to the floor. If he could have just kept his hands out, Southern probably would have got a High Point turnover.
Sykes is in for Prince of League Bay. Top of the key, Washington wide open 3 behind an elevator screen, and he got it. We tied up. Scotty Washington with his second 3 of the game. Tie game at 54, 13-18 till the end of the game. Jalen Haynes nearly poked loose by Rob Martin. Isaiah Stafford, 18-footer left side, won't fall. Washington gets the rebound. Here comes High Point down right to left. Tie game at 54, 13:08 to go in the game. And Washington was fouled on his drive. And they're going to give that one to Jalen Haynes, so he's picked up some quick fouls. That's it. Jalen Haynes' second foul. Rollins comes out. Drew Steffi out. Jorge Moreno in. Damian Mayo in.
Southern has turned the momentum of this game completely around. Southern now has really control of how the game's being dictated.
Baseline right. Rob Martin finds Terry Anderson, far right corner. Drives all the way into the paint. Muscles up a shot, but a foul. And Davion Sykes was bent over. Coach Nagy told him that as he was whistled for the foul. So now the foul's starting to add up on the Salukis here quickly. 5 team fouls now on SIU. 54 all, 13:02 on the clock, and now Anderson to the line. Anderson at the line tonight. He's a perfect 6 for 6 as the lefty in those yellow Adidas sneakers. Nothing but net on his first. Anderson, free throw line left. 55-54, High Point back in front after SIU got its first initial lead of the game, 54-51. Anderson missed his first free throw of the game. Stays a 1-point lead for High Point, 12:58 to go in the game. Damian Mayo near corner, Jorge Moreno, he's got on that near right block. They trap him, Mayo open on a basket cut. Damian Mayo laid it right in that purple paint. All 14 of his points here in the second half.
Beautiful pass by Moreno to find the cutter.
Aquino high on that near wing to Martinez. 56-55, SIU with the lead. Martinez all the way to the rack. Stafford stripped it. Mayo's got it. Up ahead, Haynes. Threw it too far in front of him. Haynes regains control. Kisses it home. Off the glass. Southern in front. 58-55. Jalen Haynes with his first 2 here in the second half. 12:27 to go in the game. Rob Martin trying to get by Davion Sykes. He's falling down, and they're going to get another foul, and it's going to go on Sykes. That's his third foul. 6-team foul on Southern.
High Point really fortunate those last 2 possessions because they got their bodies into the defender. Southern standing up just a little bit. Not much more Sykes could have done that because his hands were in a good place.
Baseline left. Inbounding was Rob Martin. Finds Aquino. Straight away is Washington with 18 on the shot clock. Washington to his right. Martinez open 3 on its way. Too strong. Rebound Jalen Haynes with 2 Haynes. Poked loose by Terry Anderson. High Point gets it back. Martin steps in. Left elbow jumper. Back of the lid. Rebound Prince of League Bay for SIU. Jalen Haynes weaving his way like a snake. Middle of the floor. Far left corner. Mayo's 3. He's unconscious. He rims it in. Damian Mayo. 17 points. Southern is up by 6. Under 12 to go in the game. High on that right arc. Rob Martin. Mid-range shot as he shoved off of Haynes. It's an air ball. Drew Steffi comes down left to right. Steffi top of the key. Pitch to Mayo. Near side shot fakes. Drives to the rim. Up and under. Lays it in. Damian Mayo. My goodness, he's got 19. His career high was 13. All in the second half. Anderson, 3 right corner goes. 63-58 now. 11:28 to go. And a timeout by High Point. Man, no closeout in that far corner on Anderson, but it's 63-58. Damian Mayo with a career high all in the second half. He's got 19 officially here, and it's 63-58. We'll take the timeout with him. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Found in the heart of Illinois' most scenic park sits historic Giant City State Park Lodge. The lodge serves delicious home-style breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. That's right, every day. 3 generations of the Kelly family, along with their staff, always strive to provide Southern Illinois hospitality at its best. They all hope you feel the lodge is that reliable place to celebrate the best things in your life. Bring family and friends, eat well, and enjoy. They look forward to welcoming you soon. Visit them at GiantCityLodge.com. Longtime proud supporters of Saluki Athletics. Go Dawgs!
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Only one timeout left for High Point as the Salukis have come back. They have outscored High Point 29-12. And a big reason why, Damian Mayo, 19 second half points.
In addition to that, how about Southern with 20 fast break points, High Point with 4 on the game. That is a big number, big turnaround. Southern's got to keep the momentum the same.
Hey, Southern is making shots, but it started on that end of the floor defensively. Has totally flipped the script here in the second half. All the High Point coaches are standing and starting to sweat a little bit more than they did in the first half. Haynes, one hands at Steffi, near right corner, spins baseline, up through contact, ball's loose. Prince of League saves it for SIU. Prince, top of the key, Steffi, 3 on its way, short. Rebound loose. Prince of League aggressively in there, can't come away with it. Mayo at Anderson's back, 3 on the way for Johnston. Transition well short. Drew Steffi gets the board. Left to right comes SIU. They lead it 63-58 after they trail by 14. And it's going to be a foul on High Point. Washington whistle for the foul. As a fan coming onto the floor darn near, trying to talk to the official to tell him that was a shove off. I'm sure he appreciates it. And now Fletcher's going to get into the game. Man, Southern's done a great job on Fletcher. Only 2 points right now. It came early here in the second half. He has only had 4 shot attempts. Kelron House is going to sub in. He'll come in for Damian Mayo. Saluki fans who are here better applaud for that guy. I mean, 19 points here in the second half. Drew Steffi quickly in. Jalen Haynes, 24 on the shot clock, 11 to go in the game. Haynes comes back near side, Prince of League near corner, Drew Steffi. Steffi around Terry Anderson, top of the circle, Calron. Now it's high left corner. Haynes lobbed it up to Prince of League who slams it in for 2. Prince of League Bay's got 4 in the second half, 6 in the game. Anderson blocked by Marino and out of bounds will stay with High Point. 10:42 to go in the game, 65-58 SIU by 7. Inbounding will be High Point, and they only have 1 timeout left. Inbounding will be Johnston or Martinez, and he gets it in to Aquino. Aquino guarded by Marino. Marino sits down. He waits for him. Spins into his chest. Left it short. Marino bats it back to himself, and he's got it. Left to right comes SIU. Calron House, high left wing. Goes back to Jalen Haynes on that left wing. Haynes with that freshman grin. One hands it near arc. Calron House. Calron still dribbling with 19 on the shot clock. Behind the back dribble. Near the nail. Picks up that dribble and terminates. Dribble handoff Drew Steffi. High left wing. Haynes 3. Long. Rebound to Anderson. Anderson and High Point come down right to left. They trail by 7. Johnston. Long 3 goes. Barely even moves the net. That's his second 3 of the game. His first 3 in the second half. Makes it 65-61. Prince of League Bay straight away with 25 on that shot clock. Under 10 minutes to go till the end of the game. SIU once trailed by 14. They're now leading by 4. Haynes, the freshman, all the way to the rack. Kissed it high off and down. He's got 4 in the second half. Double figures now with 10. Johnston high on that right arc. Goes back to Fletcher. And now Martinez slows it down just a tad. 22 on the shot clock. Now down to 20. 9:35 to go in the game. Martinez to his left, in the purple paint. He nearly traveled, threw it up in the air. Steffi can't get it. Johnston's first two of the year won't go, and it's a short rebound by Jorge Moreno. Left to right comes SIU. Steffi up ahead to Prince. Two-handed stop. 9:20 to go till the end of the game. Prince Aligbe's got 6 in the second half to make up his game total of 8. 8-point lead. Aquino all the way to the rack, and he laid it in.
What a fast-paced game. Both teams up and down the floor.
Near wing. SIU with it. 9:05 to go. 6-point lead for SIU. Calron fighting with Johnston. Regains control. Baseline right. Threw it to nobody, but it got back to Calron, and a right-handed teardrop goes in. Calron House, that's his first bucket of the game. 8:50 to go. It's 71-63, 8-point lead for SIU. Martinez trying to go right, comes back left. Skip past far corner. Fletcher with a three on its way and in. Fletcher knocks down his first three of the game. He's got 5 points all in the second half, 71-66. 8:35 left in the game as Coach Clayman in his first season watches with his arms crossed in that purple sport coat. Calron points out with his right hand. Salukis trying to run an offensive set. Steffi goes right back to House. 13 on the shot clock. Prince nearly threw it out of bounds. Jalen Haynes saved it left wing. Back to Calron. Near arc Steffi. Steffi baseline right. Runner right-handed off the window and down. Drew Steffi, his first field goal in the second half. He's got 18 points. Johnston, three blocked. Steffi's got it. Steffi comes down left to right. It's a 7-point lead for SIU. Haynes waits for reinforcements, points out with his left hand, bounce past Calron, purple paint on its way, nothing but net, and a timeout by Scott Nagy and SIU. 7:55 to go. It's our under 8-minute media timeout, and SIU, they've dictated the pace, they've set the tempo here in the second half. Down by 14, now up by 9. We'll take the timeout with them. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Looking to make your farm and rural life dreams a reality? Contact Farm Credit Illinois, where local staff support farm families, rural communities, and agriculture throughout the Saluki Nation. As a cooperative owned by its borrower members, Farm Credit provides farm financing, crop insurance expertise, and lending for rural homes and country living. Farm Credit Illinois, helping farm families succeed today and tomorrow.
It's not just a home, it's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, and your house runs on smart everything, Mediacom is the connection you need. Get 1 gig internet with no data caps, Eero Wi-Fi, and equipment for $50 a month for 2 years when you add 2 unlimited mobile lines. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Purchase of 2 unlimited mobile lines required. Price doesn't include one-time charges.
Tim Gould Farms in Henry County. He trusts Illinois Farm Bureau to have his back, and so can you.
Farm Bureau has a very large impact on local communities and on the state level. There's different avenues of communications, such as Farm Week, Ag Safety, Ag in the Classroom, scholarship programs. Between an off-the-farm job, the farm, and family, my life without Farm Bureau would feel as though I'm on my own.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. Impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful developments.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Two things: communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. All right? Wildcats on 3. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
How do you earn a tradition of leadership? You put in the work with outstanding towing and hauling. Innovate with smart features like a mobile generator and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available feature. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ullicoselect.com.
4 minutes to go in the game. SIU, they trailed by 12 at halftime. They've led by as many as 9 here in the second half. They currently lead 80-78, but as we were going that break, they gave a foul, and it was actually on Jorge Moreno is who they gave the foul to. It was not on Prince Aligbe. So Jorge picks up his first foul. It's the 8th team foul, which means High Point will have a 1-and-1 here coming out of the timeout.
Another 4-minute game for Southern.
Yes.
They've been doing it all season long. They've got a lot of practice with it. Southern's got to stay on being aggressive on the offensive end and just continue to get back and challenge those three-point shooters and then block out and limit all second shots. This 1-on-1 free throw is going to be a big one. Southern's got to block out and get any missed shots.
Anderson, he made his first 7 free throws before missing his last. Anderson tugs in that waistline of his white shorts. It will be a 1-and-1. Anderson, he stares up at that rim, but the students behind that basket. Flings it up off his left hand. Popped out. Rebound loose, out of bounds. No, nearly out of bounds. Stafford saved it. Whew. Here comes SIU. Left to right, under 4 minutes to go. 3:50 to be exact. Calron to his left. Calron looking for Prince Aligbe. He's got it straight away with 19. Near wing, Drew Steffi. Low right block. Rollins spins into contact. Back out, bounce past Drew Steffi. High on that left wing, Calron House. Back to Drew Steffi. Near wing, Isaiah Stafford with 9. Now at 8. Rollins with 7. He's open. Hoists a 3 on its way. Too strong. Rebound loose. Aquino's got it. Right to left comes High Point. Martinez. Back Aquino. Pitch to Martinez. Martinez spin into the chest of Stafford, and it's going to be a block on Isaiah Stafford. So now that will send Martinez to the line, as that's the 9th team foul on SIU. Mayo and Moreno will come back in. Mayo's in for Stafford. Rollins out. Jorge in for him. 3:23 left in the game. Martinez, he's got his first name on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that before. He's got Conrad spelled out in purple. And that white jersey drenched. It's almost turned gray from all the sweat. Free throw up. Barely moves the net. 1 point away from tying the game. 80-79. It was once 80-71 SIU. It's been an 8-0 run here by High Point. Make it 9-0. Made them both. High Point's tied it here at 80. 3:20 to go in the game. Calron past the timing stripe. He's got it sideline right. Looks for Damian Mayo. Right back Calron. Straight away with 20. House to his left. Around Anderson. Spinning into the paint. Near side. Mayo wide open. Shot too strong. Moreno battling for the board. Last touch by Moreno.
I made that reaction because High Point came over the back of a Moreno. I mean, really made contact and knocked it out. Plus, it was a foul.
Scott Nagy, Moreno, and that's what Scott Nagy's arguing. Jorge was trying to convince Coach Nagy to possibly look at it on a replay. Southern does have 2 timeouts left. Right to left comes Martinez. Tie game at 80. It's a 9-0 run for the Panthers. Aquino nearly threw it away. Fletcher saved it. Right wing, Martin right back to Fletcher. Skip past Aquino. Near side, Martinez 3. Too strong. Rebound loose. Far left corner. Aquino saved it. Aquino right back to Rob Martin. Tie game at 80. 2:45 to go in the game. Martin baseline right. Shot was short. The ball is loose. Ripping away. Find Aquino. Near corner 3. Back of the lid. Rebound Calron House. House was poked loose by Anderson. Got to save it, and he does. Toe tapping that far baseline, and here comes SIU in a tie game at 80. 2:30 to go in the game. Calron House near wing. Attacking his man Martin. Spinning low right block. He's lost. Under the basket. Through to Moreno. Low left block. Moreno regains control. Moreno lowering his shoulder in. Hook shot right-handed. Back of the rim. Off to the right. And a loose ball foul is going to be on who? Oh, they're going to get it on Southern. No. It's going to be on High Point.
Anderson, number 5.
And I believe he fouled Prince Aligbe, and Prince will go to the line for 1-1. High Point, that's their 17th foul. Come on, Prince. Huge free throws for him. He's a 40% free throw shooter. He took a practice stroke. He gets the basketball right at his hip, cleans off the bottom of those Under Armour sneakers, takes a big, deep breath, stares at the orange rim. Tie game at 80, 2:16 to go. Looking up at the rim, off of his right hand, swooshes it in. Rob Martin was talking some smack to him, and he ignored it and made it anyways. Prince clears off his chin. You can see the lights glistening on his shoulder tops with that sweat. Cleans off the bottom of those sneakers again. Looks at the orange rim. 81-80 lead for SIU. Prince with a bonus free throw on its way. Down. 8 points for Prince here in the second half. It's a 2-point lead for SIU. 2:13 to go in the game. A squatting Scott Nagy watching his team on defense. And they're going to say a foul on Southern. The ball was going out of bounds, and they bail him out again.
Going to be on Moreno. Got his body into the dribble just a little bit. But man, Southern has a good argument on that one as well.
So Martinez back to the line. The official was very emphatic with Scott Nagy. And Martinez makes the first. Well, you missed a forearm into the back of Jorge on a rebound attempt earlier. 82-81. Martinez can tie it up. 2:08 to go. The bonus one on its way. Down, rimmed it in. Tie game at 82. 2:05 to go in the game. As SIU comes down left to right. Rob Martin greets Calron House. Now it's Drew Steffi. Top to keep Damian Mayo, who's got 22 points here in the second half. Mayo, the St. Louis native, goes to his left. Prince Aligbe back near corner. Calron House. House to his left, straight away with 13. Now with 10 on the shot clock. It's down to 9. Mayo near wing with 8. Reverse back Calron to his left. Into the paint. Up, off the glass, and down for 2 more. Calron House, and a timeout called by Scott Nagy. Now the double bonus will be the rest of the way for High Point. Any foul for High Point, Southern will be in the 1-1. It's 84-82, 1:41 till the end of the game.
Calron House made a terrific basketball play going to his left down the left lane. He just measured, good players can kind of set up their timing off the dribble. I think he had Martin on him, a guy with like size. And just like Martin did in the first half with a really smart and one, Calron did a great job of getting down the lane, inching that ball just over the rim. What a great game we got. Southern now with a chance. I love that timeout Coach Nagy used with 1:41 up to set his defense, because he knows how big this defensive stand is right now.
Southern trying to pick up their first road win of the season. They haven't won on the road since February of 2025 when they beat Evansville 68-59. Davion Sykes is in the game. It's Sykes, Prince Aligbe, Drew Steffi, Calron House, and Damian Mayo. 84-82. 1:41 till the end of the game. High Point will have to bring it up the length of the floor. They have 1 timeout left. Rob Martin, who was spectacular in the first half, was 16. He's got 20 overall in the game. Martin near wing, top of the key Martinez, near wing, shot fakes, penetrates, low left block, ball loose on the floor. Mayo rips it away. Damian Mayo gets the steal. Left to right comes SIU, leading by 2. 1:25 to go in the game. Shot clock down to 25. Calron near wing in front of Scott Nagy. Still dribbling away in that maroon jersey. Overheads at Davion Sykes near the High Point, typing at midcourt. Damian Mayo comes back to hand off with Calron House. House high left wing with 12, with 10, into the purple paint, near corner 3. Mayo, it's on its way. Short, off the rim, to the left of Fletcher. Here comes Martinez, quickly down, 84-82. SIU with the lead on defense. Martinez straight away to his right. Runner, too strong. Cleanup by Fletcher is in, and it's a tie game. Fletcher came in off the miss. He's got all 8 points in the second half. We're tied at 84, 50 seconds to go in regulation. Calron House, top of the circle, to his near right. Now near corner, still with it is Calron House. 17 on the shot clock. Prince of League Bay. Pitched quickly to Mayo. Mayo goes back, Calron with 10. Now at 9. Tie game at 84, SIU with the ball. 32 seconds to go in the game. Calron left wing with 6. With 5, mid-range shot for House on its way. Too strong. Rebound loose. Watch touched off of Damian Mayo. I don't think you should challenge it, Rodney. I think it clearly went off of Southern. But they're going to challenge it. They're going to look at it. 25.1 left.
Going to let him set his offense or his defense and offense anyway, but I think there's a chance it went off of High Point's chest. We're going to find out here in a little bit.
The cameras here are actually really good. The crew here has done an outstanding job with them. So right now it will be, you know what, you're right. I think it may have went off the chest of High Point. And if it is, shot clock is turned off. Southern could potentially take the last shot.
And both teams will then each have a timeout left.
So they're taking a look at it. One challenge went High Point's way in the overturn. A potential offensive goaltend.
Can't tell from that angle. We saw the ESPN Plus angle.
The only angle they're going to have is the one underneath the basket. I think it went off the chest of a High Point Panther and then went out of bounds. I couldn't see quite who the Panther was. I thought it was maybe Anderson. But again, it's tough for us because where we are, we're not in a great spot to see it. From our angle, it looked like Mayo was clearly the one to touch it last, but we were blocked out. Here's the look, Rodney, right there. You could see it at his shoulder. Did it go off of the shoulder last, or did Mayo's hand touch it last? And that's the question. And that's what's hard, and I don't know if there's enough to overturn it.
Yeah.
Right now, the call on the floor is High Point ball.
Yeah, we'll see how when they come out. They can't call it anything. They can't call it a foul. I mean, you can't change the call in terms of you guys decide which teams it's going to go off on.
And now they're checking the clock to make sure the clock is correct. Call on the floor is confirmed.
Southern hasn't got a single break all night on these type of 50-50 type calls, it seems like, especially off the dribble foul situation.
The ref said red. I probably should correct him and say it's maroon. He really wants to get it right. So it's High Point basketball. Shot clock turned off. High Point can take the last shot. Now the question is here, do you have any sort of pressure if you're Southern in this situation?
I don't think so. I think Southern's going to pick up in the backcourt, or in the backcourt, and looks like Calron might just give a little token pressure, so they get a running start.
Aquino, Martinez, Martin, Anderson, and Fletcher are the 5 on the floor. Fletcher stands all by himself with Davion Sykes at the far end. Aquino just lobs it in. They do start the clock. It ticks with 23 on the clock. Mayo picks up Martinez. Everybody's standing in the gym. Tie game at 84. High Point with the basketball. Dribbling knee high, Martinez. He stares at that clock as it's down to 11. It's now down to 10. Martinez still with it, to his left with 8. Now a 7. Mayo steals it, jumps on the floor. It's loose. Up ahead, Steffi. Southern's got it. Tie game. Sykes for the win. Rolled in as the clock expires. Southern's bench explodes. They come out to the floor. They got to get back. But Mayo dove on the floor. Davion Sykes, I believe, has just won the game.
There's going to be 0.2 on the clock, very possibly, when they go look at it when the ball got into the rim.
What a play by Damian Mayo. He knocked it loose. Southern came down quickly in the tie game. Drew Steffi found Davion Sykes. He went to the rack. There was a ton of contact at that rim. And right now they're under review to take a look to see how much time, if any, is on the clock.
If there's 0.3 or under, all High Point can do is tap the ball to the rim. So it's got to be a perfect pass the rim. It's going to be a tap in. Looks like Picard's coming in to guard the inbounder. I don't want him to run the high school play where they run the baseline and pick up the charge foul. They'll be screaming on that baseline, but there can't be more than 0.3, and that's only a tap at the rim. There can't be a try on goal.
And they have to go the length of the floor.
Yeah.
So it's going to be underneath. So now the officials are looking. 0.4. My goodness. Man, this is just going to be excruciating. Yes,
catch
we
and
know.
Shoot. Yeah.
Catch and shoot with 0.4. Well, they have obviously a clear look, and I'm sure it says 0.4, but man, oh man, 86-84. SIU needs a stop. High Point has to go the length of the floor. On the floor for SIU, it will be Prince Aligbe, Drew Steffi, Davion Sykes, and Damian Mayo. Max Picard will be in, and he will guard the inbounder, his near 7-foot height and his wingspan. It will be Anderson, Ibukanoe, Fletcher, Aquino, and Caden Miller are in. Anderson, he can run baseline. He does run it. Max Picard staying in front of him. Loops it. Pass near the top of the key. Ibukanoe, they're going to say the game is over. It was tipped by Max Picard, and SIU ends a 12-game home winning streak for High Point, and they get revenge on the Panthers after they came in the Banterra and knocked off the Dawgs a year ago. SIU with a top 80 KenPom win on the road, 86-84. Dawgs trailed by as many as 14. They come back to win it with Damian Mayo stealing it and Davion Sykes with the game-winning bucket.
What a great effort by Southern. When they came out of that locker room at halftime, the complete momentum of the game's changed, and it started with making shots. I mean, but there was 2 twos by Southern, and High Point just kind of lost their way. It really surprised me. Look, folks, I don't take back on how good High Point is. That's an NCAA team, and I don't think there's any question about it. Man, Southern earned a big-time road win.
Southern wins it 86-84. We have the IBEW Local 702 post-game show next. Dawgs win it on the road. We hope you're excited. Carbondale, don't go to sleep yet. 86-84. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
SIU Credit Union knows what it means to be a part of a team. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, community is what it's all about. They're not just here for your financial needs, they're here to give back, because people helping people is at the heart of everything they do. You can join SIU-CU if you live or work in one of the lower 24 counties in southern Illinois. That's right. If you're a Saluki fan, you can be a part of their team
we'll
too.
See where Scott
Learn more
goes.
at SIUCU.org.
He just comes
SIU
here.
Credit Union, your financial home team. Membership required. Insured by NCUA.
I think you'll be fine.
Mediacom Internet and Mobile.
Unless you
Get Internet 300 with no data caps, Aero Wi-Fi, and equipment for $35 a month for a year when you add 2 unlimited mobile lines. Work smarter, play harder, and laugh longer. With Internet and Mobile from
Who do you want
Mediacom.
post-game?
Call
Let's see.
844
Mayo and who else?
or
Let's do
visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Purchase of 2 unlimited mobile lines required. Price doesn't include one-time charges.
This is Steve Huggard, business manager of IBEW Local 702. Our members are active in communities throughout the 3-state area. From community food drives to helping build youth centers and hundreds of projects that give a hand to our neighbors in need. Our members buy homes, shop locally, and pay taxes, adding to the strength of our local economy. At IBEW Local 702, our job is to improve the lives of our members and families as they work to build a brighter future for our region and our country.
We all like new stuff. A new car, a new house, even a new big screen TV. The looks, smell, and feel of something new.
Let's get rid of this chair.
Then you'll love Newbie's Pizza in Carbondale. That's why they handcraft each order to your specific detail and desire. Think about Newbie's Pizza at 830 East Walnut Street in Carbondale. Visit NEWBYSPIZZA.com. Newbie's Pizza, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
No one should have to pay for the damages that result from a personal injury caused by someone else. The partners of Sam C. Mitchell Law, Lance Brown, and Matthew Caraway fight for Southern Illinoisans because they are Southern Illinoisans. For decades, the firm has proven to be a trusted, experienced, and dedicated partner in helping bring justice and personal service to the victims of negligence and intentional wrongdoing. Let the attorneys of Sam C. Mitchell fight for you. For more information, visit scmitchell.com.
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel-borne and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
Saluki Basketball has been brought to you by SIU Credit Union, helping our members by providing more services, fewer fees, and better rates. Stop by a branch today. Welcome to the IBEW Local 702 postgame show. IBEW Local 702. 4,000 men and women proud to support the Salukis.
Well, Saluki Nation, I hope you could understand what we were saying down the stretch of that game. What a performance. Salukis come on the road and they beat High Point. It is only their third non-conference home loss in the last 3 years. They were 20-2 in their last 22 non-conference home games. Salukis outscore High Point 52-38. They win it in the second half to win it 86-84. And Coach Watson, the ending of the game just really embodied how Southern did it. They won it with defense. They turned the tide in that second half with their effort. Damian Mayo with a career-high 22 points, all in the second half. Your seniors made plays to win this game for SIU down the stretch.
Active hands. Southern's changed their defensive style, and it really has paid off. This is a signature win. This is a really good team and a tough place to play. It's something that's really incredible. All the things that I just can't hardly believe what I'm seeing. Southern won the turnover battle 15-11. They won points in the paint 40-32. Second chance points they won 21-14. Fast break points 24-12. Bench points 25-21. Those are major, major factors in this game. It's just Southern's depth, Southern's conditioning, Southern's will, and Southern's experience of being on the road and playing in 4-minute games have really paid off.
Back-to-back 4-minute wins for SIU to beat Little Rock at home, and then they do it here tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back and join. Oh, here he is. The head coach, Scott Nagy, is going to join us here in front of us as Coach will put on that headset and join us for his post-game comments, which his post-game comments are brought to you by Sam C. Mitchell and Associates. Can you breathe after that one, Coach Nagy?
Yeah, I've been on a lot of those.
No doubt.
Like we told our players they're late, I think there was about 1:40 left. Said, we've been here, they haven't. They've not been in a game like this. And, late they coughed it up to us, and we got a break there. But, had that 9-point lead, and we just couldn't get the ball. That was frustrating. We should have put this game away, but we still, we've been in that situation, didn't panic. And, obviously super proud of the kids not caving in because this is a good basketball team they beat tonight.
We were talking about right before you came up, how did the ending of the game really embody how your team came back tonight? Mayo making a spectacular defensive play, and you guys going to the rim with Sykes.
Like Mayo, what a player. And I told him, and Tay and I were talking about on the bench, I liken it to David and Goliath, and the Israel army was scared to death the entire time, and David shows up. One young little man shows up and shows some courage, and everybody else got courage from it. Mayo showed great courage tonight, and everybody else just followed that, and it just meant so much to our team. We just played so loose. And really good defense in the second half. I think we, 50% in the first half. I don't know what they ended up with, but, I wish we could have got the rebounds better.
37% in the second half.
Yeah, I guess we out-rebounded them too. So, offensively, this team is nuts. They are good, and we quit switching in the second half and did a lot better.
Coach, that's the one thing I wanted to ask you about, and Saluki Nation, everybody's listening right now. To be down 12, and as you have pointed out, we've been talking about, this is a NCAA team. High Point this is a really good team.
Yeah.
What'd you say at halftime to these guys, down 12?
Not a whole lot. I felt pretty good. I told them, like, I was calm. I felt good about the game. You know, we had it to 3 or 4, and you know, we just fouled too much early, put them on the free throw line. They had trouble scoring, and then they couldn't miss a shot. And I said, they won't keep shooting it that well, okay? Just stick with it, and we got to push the ball. We've got to play faster, and we got a lot of fast break points in the second half. We really stayed at them. We had a hard time when we scored of getting back. You know, we spent too much time celebrating. We can't do that with a team like this. But I honestly, I don't know what it was. I'm pessimistic, and I was very optimistic at halftime. I feel good about our team.
You know, a guy that we're expecting a lot out of, everyone is Prince Oligbe, and he's been up and down on some things. Did you have conversation with him about how to finish a game? Because, man, he was perfect in those last 4 in this one, and he hadn't been for a senior.
Yeah, the only thing I had a discussion with him today about his free throws. Like, and I told him, you know, there's nothing to correct here in terms of your form. Your form is good. Okay, it's your brain. Your brain is a mess. You got a million things running through your mind. And I told him it's Brad, what we call Brad, back, rim, and down, and that's it. Don't miss it short. Back, rim, and down. Just Brad. That's all that goes through your mind. He knocks both those down. And I'm not taking credit for that, but it was good to see him just get the ball to the rim, and it goes in.
There's a lot of guys, too. I mean, Drew Steffi, he kept you in this game.
First
half, he was just outstanding.
And and then Mayo picked it up in the second half. We've been leaning on Q so much in so many of these games, and it's nice to see some other guys play with some confidence. Just you know, like we watch other teams play with confidence, and our guys have struggled with that, but tonight they didn't. You know, and on the road, and you know, I mean, these guys, they don't ever lose here in non-conference games. It's hard to win here, and so what a great win for our team.
They had 12 straight wins at home.
Yeah,
and
our kids, you know, our
tonight.
kids just even on the bench, like they were into it. There wasn't anybody complaining about, and you could see it in their face that like it didn't matter who was in. You know, we were in this thing together, and so. Proud of them, you know, really proud of them. It hadn't been an easy week for me, so they really helped me. I think, you know, that it really picks me up to see our guys play that way.
Coach, you played college basketball. Luke and I didn't. How hard is it for a freshman to play in a game like that, like Jalen Haynes is playing, to have the ability to handle the ball against outstanding pressure, but just like the play where he makes and he sees Prince on the backside of the rim, and he's got the courage to throw that thing up just like it's in practice.
Yeah.
Speak to that for us.
Well, he's, you know, we're super proud of him, and it's not easy. It's not easy, but the more he plays, the more confidence he gains. And you know, you get to the second half this year, no longer a freshman, particularly the minutes he's playing. And so we're proud of him. He gives Q a little bit of a break that doesn't put so much pressure on him. Sometimes he can run the point, Q can run the 2. You know, and even like we were talking about that, but even late Max, you know, who's been struggling, we put him in there on the ball. And I told him, stay on his right hand, stay on his right hand. Well, then Five's turn, I'm like, stay on his left hand. I don't care if he runs right, stay on his left hand. He can't throw the ball with his right hand, and Max tips that ball. And, you know, he just did a good job of listening to us. You know, it was good to put him on the ball at 7 feet.
Are you glad you have a week off now till your next game? Or
you know, I think everybody is. We're tired. The travel's been hard. But, man, what a way to come out of it. And you know, we talked about the UALR game being a start point for us to really go on a run. And we didn't play great in that game, and we got after the guys after it. But this one they can feel good about. And, you know, there are a lot of things to look at and a lot of mistakes we still made that we can clean up. This is a good basketball team. We have a good team.
And Cameron Fletcher's a heck of a player. What did you guys do so well to really limit him and frustrate him? Only 8 points on 7 shot attempts.
Honestly, I mean, he wasn't any more of a focus than the rest of their guys. I think the switching probably bothered him early. Most of his points he scored off of offensive rebounds. You know, he made the 1-3, but I don't know if he scored any other points other than offensive rebounds.
Coach, to now build on it, I mean, you know it's going to give you a great win in your sales for your guys, your travel day back, to now make sure that, hey, you bottle this up, and then you come back for a good UT Martin team at home.
Like for a team, you know, and obviously in our program we're not just used to winning big. These kind of things you have to handle with humility. You've got to let it build your confidence, but don't think we're something we're not. Okay, we're 5-4, and you know there's still a lot of work to be done, and so you know that's one thing I can be pretty good at is making sure they keep their nose to the grindstone. I'm not much for cliches, but that's what it's got to be. It can't be, you know, we want to enjoy this, and I want them to. But then it's got to be, let's get back to work, let's get better, okay, and let's stay close, because this is a close team, and I'm very thankful for that.
Coach, congratulations. Hard-earned win, and enjoy it. I know it's been a tough week for you, so definitely enjoy this one and soak it up.
Okay, thanks.
Once again, that was head coach Scott Nagy. His comments were brought to you by CMC Mitchell and Associates as the Salukis get the win. Post-game interview, CMC Mitchell Law, Lance Brown.